Welcome everybody to our latest session of Dragon of Icespire Peak. As usual, we'll do a quick recap of what happened last session. A lot of content last session, so I'll probably gloss over some of it, and then we'll jump into our session tonight. So for starters, our group was back in Phandalin, and the group had discovered that there was some illness afoot due to all of this greenish rain that had descended some time ago. And it seemed as though this rain had covered much of the ground, the crops. The group discovered that it covered the orchard in town, and this obviously infected the apples, and this affected, of course, the ciders and things that were made from the apples. So the group did the best they could to gather as much knowledge as they could. After discovering this, they made their way back to Toblin and the Stonehill Inn, informed him, and were able to convince him not to sell any of the cider to the townsfolk, and essentially fill him in on what they had learned about some of these dangers. The group then was making their way. So during the investigation in the orchard, it was Gorlami who had been exposed to some of this poison. Upon investigating some of the foliage there, the plant material, he had actually been exposed to some of this poison himself, so it didn't seem to have an immediate effect upon him. But he decided he wanted to swap out his shirt in order to reduce the chance of any kind of exposure, and decided to make his way to the Lion Shield Coster to pick something new up. On his way there, he was able to discover that there was a sick man who was in between the Lion Shield Coster and the building nearby. The sick man looked like he was just sort of doubled over and retching. As Gorlami approached him, he was conscious, but obviously very ill. It didn't take very long before the man vomited up and collapsed, and seemingly was in very bad state. His skin had this green sheen to it. Gorlami returned to the group, let them know, and the group eventually made their way over. Didn't want to touch the man, but could see obviously how bad off he was. So the group decided to put a plan into action to try to help the town as best they could. This consisted of many different steps. Some of this was trying to directly aid some of the townsfolk. So Barthen, for example, who was very ill, Gorlami tried to use some magic to purge the illness from Barthen himself. Eventually, Misa also assisted in this action, using her essence of chicken noodle soup on some of these affected individuals. And the group pulled together to come up with a larger plan, informing the folks, and ultimately decided to pull everybody together and do sort of like a town-wide operation here, where the group had folks come into the inn and be examined by the group, see who was ill, bring any food that might have been contaminated, with the hope that Finn's magic would be able to cleanse it. All in all, this was a very involved plan. The group also reached out to Adabra at the windmill south of Phandalin to get some assistance from her. Summarizing this at a high level, eventually the group, after tending to several ill individuals, was able to cure some of them. Unfortunately, a couple did. One of them, directly in the player character's care, did pass away. And town-wide, we had a few folks ultimately perish due to this illness. Overall, though, the group seemed to be able to cleanse several people, and it seemed to be only those who were really bad off that this took their lives, rather than, some people were just sick and were able to get over it themselves. Once all of this illness was wrapped up, the communication among the town, the help from Adabra, the group ultimately decided that they wanted to make their way to fight off the orcs, which were at the shrine that they had previously learned about from the were-rats, so had made the decision to head there. So the group left Phandalin, and on their way to this shrine, they knew it was going to be somewhere in the vicinity of the ruins of Connieberry, and as they continued approaching, multiple-day trip, eventually found themselves on the outskirts of Connieberry, having never been there. They thought this was kind of interesting, started to approach it, but ultimately were able to determine that this wasn't Connieberry. In fact, this was an illusion, and where exactly the illusion was created from, hard to say, but it came in the form of, or I should say it came with and accompanied with, this very strange creature that seemed to be part of the ground, you might think of it as it was able to perfectly imitate this path that the group was approaching. As the group made their way through this center path that had multiple different paths shooting off from it, they realized that this was actually a creature here, which was sort of like a sticky substance that could roll on the ground and exuded these tendrils, which were able to smack out and wound the player characters. The party did the best they could fighting off this creature. Some of them were stuck to it pretty quickly. Some of the player characters got to a range and started firing some magic off at it, shooting it as best they could, smacking it, pretty much just placing a hurt on this creature. Eventually the creature was able to envelop Eomer as he was stuck in the middle of the creature, and it sort of just washed over him and seemingly swallowed him. This caused the group to panic a bit more, and the group started taking a bit more aggressive actions toward the creature, and I believe it was Gorlami that actually rushed out and sort of leapt into the middle of the creature, trying to dig through it to find Eomer himself. Near the end of the battle here, with Finn sort of making a last effort to strike the creature with his Zippo lighter, he did manage to strike a significant blow, aka critical hit, and when the damage was rolled, it was significantly high, and this was enough to destroy the creature once and for all. So this fire was able to slay the creature, at which point in time it turned to sort of like a curled up baked piece of dough, very flabby, and the group was then able to extract Eomer from inside of it, and were a bit wounded from this encounter, but realized that they had survived against a fairly tough opponent. Misa was then able to explain that this was what was known as a dune mimic, and that they are native to desert regions, and was curious as to why the creature was here. With this information in hand, the group continued heading. I think they actually took a short rest, if I remember correctly, and then decided to continue heading towards the shrine. Once they arrived on the outskirts of the shrine with still light in the air, as it was still daytime, the group was able to see off in the distance that there were these ruins that certainly looked to be the shrine outskirts itself. And one of the towers of the shrine, the only one still intact, which was the northeast tower, there was actually an orc inside of it scanning around. As the group was trying to look from a distance, they spotted him. Hard to say whether or not he spotted the group or not, but the group then decided to back off a ways with the plan of, or the thought of, waiting till nighttime to that way not be spotted as easily as they tried to approach the shrine and come up with a bit more of a crafty plan. So that was a high-level summary, guys. I know we got into a lot more, and there's a ton of details there. Is there anything in particular anybody would like to add?
Yeah, I'd like to add that Finnegan also solved a riddle in the cave. It was the sand timekeeper thingy was the answer to the riddle, and he received a blessing.
Yes, good addition. Go ahead and take inspiration there, Finnegan. So this was as part of the short rest. The group had found a cavern sort of built into the hills here with the intention of using it for some safety as they caught their breath. And when they did, they could hear some odd voices in the cavern, and listening closely into some of these holes that seemed to be punctured into the rock, the voice was speaking a riddle. And once the group was able to determine the answer to the riddle, Finn, calling upon his arcane knowledge to see if he could piece some of these different sayings together, was able to determine the answer. And when he spoke this answer down below, it seemed as though this was the correct answer, and he indicated that he had received some type of a boon from this. Yep, so good addition. Anybody else?
Hey Adam, just inconsequential, but on that roll, was it another nat?
I'd have to look back. I know it was high.
No. Yeah, because you were like, you basically rolled high enough, I could just tell you the answer, or you could keep trying to guess it. So I wondered if I rolled another nat 20.
If it wasn't, it was very close. So
I'd also like to add that Bryn may have been absent last week, and I have intel on where she was.
All right, interesting. I'm sure you'll fill the group in on that once you're able to reconnect with them. So if there's nothing else that anybody would like to add, we'll go ahead and award inspiration to Dylan's character here, Gorlami, for his entry into Gorlami's Guide.
It was a long one, too. I didn't realize until I was listening back, I was like, oh goodness, there's a lot.
Yeah, it's hard to figure out what you want to say.
Yes, a lot was certainly accomplished. So, As we pick up with tonight's session, I'm going to do something a little bit different here. As you guys have indicated that you wanted to wait till night, so there's going to be some time that's going to pass by. So Bryn, with your knowledge that the group has left for the shrine and wanting to follow along after them, after you took care of some personal matters, which again you can fill the group in on perhaps what some of that stuff was, Bryn then decided to make her way for the shrine itself. Obviously this is a bit dangerous, traveling solo from Phandalin to the shrine. Luckily there was nothing too dangerous right in the beginning of the travel. She knows that the plains are pretty open, so pretty much stuck to the Tribord Trail and just continued heading northeast. Continued traveling this way, multiple day travel, trying to rest as best she could, most likely finding places that were safe, perhaps sometimes up in trees, or finding small caves that she could try to set maybe little traps that would alert her if any creatures would get kind of close. Those types of things. For the most part, the trail is very quiet as Bryn continues approaching. However, near the end of her journey, and this is at night in this multiple day journey, she hears this sound of some strange voices off in the distance. A bit curious at first, thinking maybe just avoid these, or not wanting to get involved in anything, being by herself. But she realizes that these voices are actually the voices of children. So thinking that maybe there's some kids that are in danger or something odd is occurring here, she sort of tries to get closer, but still remain unseen because she doesn't know exactly what's going on here. And before too long, she is able to see a strange looking creature. Kind of looks like a combination of a deer and perhaps a hyena. It is sitting in a clearing here, and she's thinking, oh no, what is this creature doing to these kids? And then she actually sees the creature move its mouth, and the sound of a children's voice comes out of it. At this sort of shock to her, she tries to make her way away, hoping not to grab the attention of this creature, but unfortunately it is able to hear her and begins to give chase. Before too long, she realizes there's more than one of these creatures. She's trying to run as best she can, but she realizes that they are faster than her. So she's making her way and realizing that there's not a whole lot to do here, because again, them being faster, she's obviously not going to be able to outrun them. So hoping not to get surrounded as she's rushing past this area of the plains and gets to an area where it's kind of hilly, there's a bit of a valley in between. She sees some rocks and decides to hop up on one of these for a final stand, realizing again that she can't outrun them and hoping that she might be able to defeat them through combat. And that is where we're going to start the session here, guys, as we go to this map with Bryn.
Come on, Bryn.
Well, I got this.
The big boys.
All right, and we start this battle. We start this battle, Bryn, with you having made your way to this rock, and you can see these creatures. You know there's at least two of them to your west. As they continue approaching, getting closer, you will act first.
All right.
Hey, first of all, no trying to suck up to the GM there. Poor enemy doesn't feel good. Right as you're rolling initiative.
All right. Well, I can.
Hey, way to be a team player there, Bill.
Yeah. You do sound really bad, Adam. Though. All right. She's gonna rage, and then I think she's on a rock, so I think she'd rather draw them into her. So she'll hurl a javelin at that guy.
All right, so she rages a bonus action, grabs a javelin from her side, and throws it through the air, striking into the creature. Go ahead and post damage. All right, the javelin strikes true, wounding the creature, and you can see it winces in pain here and gives a little bit of a growl.
And how tall are these creatures, and how tall are the rocks?
So the creatures themselves are kind of like horse size, you might think of them as. The rocks are more like, say, 4 feet, 4.5 feet off the ground.
Okay. Oh, and I'll roll the rage damage if that's okay. And then she will... I think she'll retreat back to this rock. So she has a little more time to observe them.
All right, she continues moving further away. All right, on the creature's turn, they continue rushing forth at pretty high speed. You notice as this creature gets to here, in between the two rocks, it once again snarls at you, lifts its head up in the air, and gives out this barking, squelching sound. And moves to here. The other one rushes up and gets you in a flanking position. Bryn, your turn.
All right. She'll try to dispatch the one she already hit.
All right, so as you're going for your weapon here, you realize now that you're in close proximity to these creatures, they give off this just absolutely awful odor. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw here, Bryn. Oh yeah, this odor is so bad that in fact you find yourself incredibly ill. Would you still like to take that attack?
Yes.
All right, unfortunately in this illness you have disadvantage. So as you swing, you will fumble. Go ahead and roll a fumble, please.
Do I still get a second attack?
I think we lost you, Adam.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you do get a second attack. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Can't fumble
Well,
a
at least I'm
second
getting him out
time.
of my system.
Let's hope.
Wow.
Right, can't fumble on the second attack, so that's just a straight up miss. All right, on the creature's turn. This large creature turning towards you here, Bryn, it is going to attempt to bite you. I will need a defensive roll, please. All right, you managed to just get out of the way as these jaws come in. Or actually, I'm sorry, it has you flanked. So yes, this will hit you, in fact, as the bite gets through your defenses. It will deal 11 piercing damage. You're currently raging, so we'll call that 5 damage. And then it follows up as it raises on its hind legs and thrusts forward with its hooves. I'll need another defensive roll. All right, this time, anticipating the strike, you do manage to evade that creature's attack. The one on the other side does similarly as it tries to bite you first. Another defensive roll, please. Yes, you manage to evade this one as well, and it does the same thing, trying to raise its hooves up and strike into you. Another defensive roll. Nice. So once again, you'll able to evade this. Again, no fumbles on secondary attacks, so that is just a successful defense there. All right, as we move to the top of the round, group, you guys have been waiting a ways away from the shrine until nightfall, and night has begun to descend. There's still a little bit of light in the air here, enough so that you can see in your general vicinity around you, but the sun is clearly on its way down. From off in the distance to your northeast, you can hear the sound of what sounds like fighting. What would you like to do?
Yeah, they're probably fine. We don't need to help.
Yeah, it's probably nothing.
I don't see how it's our
Kidding.
business.
Thanks, guys.
Where Josephine will investigate if the group wants to follow, and I'm sure Eomir would probably come with me, since we're usually the scouts here.
So Eomir has actually excused himself a little bit earlier this night as he is looking around for other areas of approach to the shrine. So think of him being on a scouting mission at the moment.
Look, Then I will ask the group to come with me, because this sounds like it could be an issue.
In relation to the shrine, which direction is northeast? Is it, going towards the shrine? Are we going away from the shrine?
Directly away.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Gore will look at everybody and say, well, we can't have anybody coming up behind us or intruding upon our own scouting mission.
Yeah, we got like 6 seconds, so let's let's fucking go, huh?
It's like every time I get my bedroll perfect, we gotta go. Okay, fine, let's go.
I
Why are you
was
getting
gonna
your
flip a
bedroll ready
coin.
when we were gonna go fuck the... whatever, let's go.
I was gonna flip a coin, but if you guys want to go, let's go.
All right, so group, hearing these sounds, it sounds like you want to head that way and see what is going on. So, question group, and each of you can decide this individually, and I'll just go with the order I have you on the map. Gore, are you just moving at regular pace? Are you trying to run at top speed to get there? Give me an idea what you're doing.
No, Gore will be the last in the line of everybody. Kind of like the dad at the amusement park. He knows he's big and he's clunky and he's loud. He knows he's moving towards a fight, a battle, so he doesn't necessarily need to be sneaky, but he doesn't want to lose sight of any of his young companions. So he's going to keep everybody in front of him and move at just a bit of a slower speed as everybody else.
Okay, Finn.
Well, I'm just gonna keep up with Gore. Quit, go so fast. Okay, I'll catch up. So I'm moving carefully, but I'm gonna keep in line with Gore.
Okay, and how about for Josephine?
In the interest of not metagaming this, Josephine will keep the party within sight, and I'm probably a little bit ahead of them, but I'm not running at breakneck speed. But like they said, there's a battle going on. Whoever it is, their attention is probably elsewhere, so I don't feel the need to stealth at half speed. So I'll go normal speed, and if, depending on how far away we are, I might have to slow down to keep the rest of the party close to me.
Okay.
Within like 30 to 50 feet.
Okay, Kerr 2, your choice.
I'm getting curious now. I don't know what's going on, so I'm gonna go faster. I want to see. I mean, maybe there's treasure to find. Who knows? Maybe it's a dragon.
Sounds like you're trying to move at top speed then.
Yeah, but I have little feet. I have to move fast at them, so that way there I get there in time.
All right, fair enough. So, group, as you guys have all made your decisions, Bryn, we are at the top of the round. What would you like to do?
Alright, I'm gonna keep hacking out at that guy.
All right, so at the start of your turn here, you can go ahead and throw me another Constitution save as you realize that illness has fallen off of you and you are able to resist its effects this round. Feel free to set yourself back to public rolling. And which one are you striking? The one you've already injured?
Yes.
All right, your blade does manage to connect. Go ahead and post damage. All right, your blade catches into the creature's hindquarters as you wound it.
Second attack.
Yes, that will connect as well. Another slash down its back.
Alright.
All right, the one on this side, again, is going to attempt to attack you. So defensive rolls, it tries to bite you. You manage to evade this strike as it then follows up with a hooves attack, another defensive roll. This time the hooves do manage to get through your defenses. And that will strike you for 14, cut down to 7. The creature on the other side, following a similar pattern here, is going to try to bite you. Nice, that'll be a fumble. Go ahead and roll a melee fumble. Alright, if you wish, you can now use your reaction to strike it now, Brett.
Oh, yes.
Alright, so it leaps past you as you just get out of its way easily. You then strike down quickly, trying to take advantage of this, but it's too quick as it pulls its neck back. It then follows up with a hooves attack. Another defensive roll, please. Once again, you manage to evade the strike. Alright, top of the round, and Josephine, you find yourself getting a bit closer now. Close enough, in fact, that I'm going to add you to the turn order.
Yeah.
But is... Oh, actually, that didn't resort. So, Josephine, it is your turn.
Can I see them from here? Actually, you said it was dark?
There's still some light in the sky, so you can see what you can see. However, keep in mind that this is actually a hill here. In fact, probably what I'll do just to make this a little bit easier for you guys is turn on the dynamic lighting now. All right, that is what you can see.
Okay, I cannot see shit, so I'm going to advance at my normal speed as I said. So if I can select the right tool, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This is the hill, right?
It is indeed, yes. So you can see that hill, and of course you could ascend it if you wish.
I would like to ascend it to get a better vantage point. 35, 40. I see Bryn now. And where's the party behind me?
Still a bit of a distance. Kurtu's the closest one to you, and he's a little bit off map.
Hey guys, I found Bryn. In typical fashion, we probably want to help. So I will, that was 35 to get here, so 40. And then I will dash action to try to get closer. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And that's as far as I can go. Do I have a range thing I can do? Nope. So I'm good here. And I will get there next round, Bryn. Good luck.
All
Where'd my
right.
We got
intern
this.
button go? There's my intern button.
All right, Bryn, in your raging state, you notice ascending the hill in the waning light of the day is Josephine. What would you like to do?
Josephine! Get up
What's
here!
up, buddy? You need some help?
Oh, yeah. And then I will keep attacking that one.
You swing to your east, but the creature dodges the strike. And the second one as well, as you're a little bit off balance here, Bryn.
Oof.
All right, similarly, once again, creature's going to try to bite you here, Bryn. Yes, you managed to evade this as it then follows up with that hooves attack. This time it catches you once again, dealing 7 bludgeoning damage in your rage state. On the other side, the creature is going to once again attempt to bite you here. Nice. Again, another fumble. Go ahead and roll that fumble. The creature is quite embarrassed, but follows up the hooves attack nonetheless. Nice. And again, no fumbles on the second, but that will be a miss.
Holy shit. Something's wrong with roll 20.
Yeah,
I was
well,
getting...
her rolls are odd, right?
Yeah.
A whole bunch of fumbles and now a whole bunch of greens. That's awesome.
That's been weird.
Top of the
Did them all
round.
out.
Kurtu, you managed to make your way onto the map. Let's see what your initiative is. Okay, Josephine is still the quickest to act.
Alright, let me do some measurement real quick. Bryn is here somewhere, so I can't quite get into position for the flank. It has to be through the center, right?
Correct.
Shoot. Then I will swing on over to this one because I can't quite get the flank on the other one either. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and here comes the whacking stick. Wagon stick.
Yep,
That's
set
to
yourself
jam, but
back
yeah.
to public, but yes, that'll certainly hit. All right, you smash into the creature with the stick and wound it.
Attack number 2.
Yes, that'll certainly hit as well. Hitting it hard again in its backside.
And I will spend a key point on patient defense.
Okay, go ahead and spend that point, and you now are dodging.
And that is my turn.
All right, go ahead and hit your end turn button, and we will move to Bryn.
All right, she's gonna continue hacking away.
Fuck it up, honey.
Yes, you slash and catch the creature once again. This time hitting it in its face and drawing a line of blood.
In the face.
The second one, however, though, it ducks and your blade swings over its head.
Dang it.
All right, this creature gives a howl in the air, and you hear the howl response from the west as it then disengages.
Boo.
Moving to
Yeah, run
here.
away.
Kurtu, your turn.
Adam, would I have seen the way that Josephine ran?
North, roughly.
All right, I'm gonna double time it.
Oh my golly, it is. It's our friend Bryn with lunch.
All right, this one on this side is going to attempt to hit you again here, Bryn. It's going to lash out with a bite. You evade this. It follows up with a hooves attack. This time catching you for 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay, top of the round. Before Josephine's turn here. All right, Gorlami and Finn, father and son almost, as you guys are following up at the tail end here. You guys make it onto the map. All right, that sound of a howl coming from the west as another one of these creatures rushes in. And Josephine is up next.
Well, that's
Josephine,
annoying.
At the start of your turn here, as this creature rushes up right towards you, you get a good look at it and its fearsome, ugly-looking face, and also notice this terrifying odor that seems to be surrounding it. I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
So many con saves.
You find yourself feeling very sick. You are poisoned.
Okay. Mechanically, that's disadvantage on attacks, right?
And yes, I think maybe skills as well, but I'll get you the exact text. Yep, a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay. I don't know if there's going to be many ability checks for the immediate future, but we'll see. So, Bryn's over there, so I'm going to swing around the creature here. 5, 10. That's good enough. And then I'm going to make the attacks anyway, I think. So, here comes quarterstaff number 1 at disadvantage.
That will miss.
Number 2.
Also missing as your illness takes its toll.
And I will spend a second key point on patient defense.
Okay.
Going down to 3.
All right, Gorlami, finding yourself where you are, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna look at Finn and say, okay, Finn, they're over there. Take off. Let's get it. And I'm going to start moving. I'm going to move my 30 feet to here. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to Adrenaline Rush. And get my next 30 feet up here by Kurtu. And as I'm running, my hammer is like charging up, and you can see this kind of ball of energy kind of like lapping around the end of my hammer. And as he kind of slides to a stop, he's going to kind of like T-ball it up and send it towards the one that is in front of Josephine here. And he is going to do level 1 guiding bolt.
The guiding bolt flies through the air and misses the creature.
Do damage so it burns my spell slot. And that's all I got.
All right, Bryn, your turn.
Alright, Bryn's gonna keep hacking away at that one.
Yes, blade connects in the creature's midsection,
Yes!
wounding it as you carve into its flesh. Followed up with another successful attack, hitting the same spot and wounding it again.
I'm hacking, but hurry up, people!
All right, this one continues rushing off screen and quite a distance away. As we move to Kurtu's turn.
I don't know. I guess Bryn's over there. I'm gonna shoot the one that's getting hit by a sword in the back.
All right, you shoot the one that Bryn is facing. Go ahead and make your attack.
Yeah, they always hate firebolt. I know they do.
And it sails wide.
I'm beginning to hate it as well. Okay. I'm just gonna move there and end my turn. She's over here! They need help!
All right, this creature is going to cycle around as it strikes you from this side, Bryn, trying to bite you. Defensive roll, please. Oh, did we lose Bryn?
She might be AFK.
All right, that means
No,
DM.
I'm here. Sorry.
No worries. All right, you managed to evade the bite as the hooves then follow up with that attack. Yes, you managed to evade both of those strikes as we move to Finnegan.
Alright, I'm gonna move. Move there, 30. I don't see him! Then I'm going to action dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now I end my turn.
All right, as we move to the top of the round, Misa finally makes the map. All right, this one facing off against Josephine is going to attempt to attack her. Josephine, I need a defensive roll at advantage from the bite. All right, nice. That will count as a fumble. Go ahead and roll a melee fumble.
Melee weapon?
Yes. All right, creature simply misses. It follows up with a hooves attack, another defensive roll. This
Ouch.
time, you are indeed struck and hit for 10 points of bludgeoning damage. All right, Misa rushes up, trying to close the distance. And move to Josephine's turn. So Josephine, essentially the poison ends here, but that odor is still all around you. Another con save, please.
Another con save. Not good at these. Can't we have dex saves every now and then?
Oh, I'm sure they'll be in there. Unfortunately, this odor is still overwhelming and you find yourself poisoned once again.
Badge. I'm still gonna swing. One.
First attack does manage to connect.
Whack him on the nose. Second attack, second whack.
That one will also connect.
So just the 9. And I will, again, patient defense. So down to 2. Have I heard any other sounds coming from the west, or does this seem to be all of them?
You haven't heard any recently, no.
Okay.
All right, Gorlami.
All right, Golem is going to move that 30 feet forward. And as he's running, you see his hammer kind of flare up, and he's going to thrust it forward, and he's going to cast Sacred Flame at the one engaged with Josephine.
Alrighty, you call a sacred flame down upon the creature, and it does manage to connect. As the creature is burned by some sacred energy.
Alright, that ends my turn.
Alright, Bryn, still a few rounds left on your rage. Your turn.
Okay, I'm going to keep striking out to the one to my north.
Yes, that will connect. As you slice into it and hit it in its sort of neck area here. Second one also hits. Yes, it is looking pretty hurt at this point.
We almost got it, guys!
Okay, Kurtu.
Alright, hearing Bryn say that. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and attack that one, see if I can hit.
Unfortunately not.
Oh my gosh, it's so big and it's somehow deflecting my fire bolts.
Alright, this one continues circling around here, Bryn, as it tries to strike you from this side. First trying to bite you. Nice, go ahead and throw a fumble again.
Dang.
I know, weird.
How many nat 20s on the wrong turn?
Right?
Alright, if you attack this creature before the end of its next turn, you will have advantage on it. It tries to recover from that and then strike you with its hooves. Another defensive roll. Yes, you managed to evade the strike as we move to Finn.
Okay, now I see what's happening. No, I tried to do the clever move thing. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there. And I see, let me put this to show to others. This one here, I'm going to get my Zippo out. Try to get it.
Yes, I will indeed strike it. Alright, your firebolt strikes into the creature, singeing its flesh, and Bryn, you smell this acrid odor of burnt hair. Alright, this one's turn, facing off against Josephine still. Yeah, it's going to attempt to attack you here, Josephine. So defensive roll at advantage, thanks to your patient defense from the bite. Yes, you managed to evade this strike, as then follows up the hooves attack. Another defensive roll. Yes, once again, managed to evade the strike. We move to Miza, who's still trying to get a bit closer here. Finally catching up behind Finn, and she will throw out some pouch dust at the one closest to Josephine. But unfortunately is unable to connect on the creature. Okay, Josephine's turn.
Alright, so if I move to here, will this provoke an... How's this rock dealing with the reach? If I move here, am I still engaged with the one on bottom?
Yes.
Okay, so then I will do that, because that one I should have advantage against, which should cancel out the poison when I'm about to get poisoned again.
Right, so start of your turn, condition fails. Go ahead and throw another con save.
Let's see. Give him that +1. Nope. So I am once again poisoned.
Yes.
But this is straight rolling because I should still have advantage against this one. It said all enemies.
Yes, yep.
I
You
think,
notice it
yep.
slipped here.
It sure did. So I'm going to try to bash it down. First attack, quarter staff. That misses.
That will connect.
Okay.
All right, you managed to hit it in its hindquarters.
And then second attack.
That'll miss.
Okay. I'm gonna spend my 4th key point on Flurry of Blows, so 2 unarmed strikes here.
Adam,
Okay.
would that still miss even though he has advantage on that attack?
He's also
It
poisoned.
cancels out because I'm poisoned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's just the straight rolls. So bada boom, and I miss all of them.
You do, yes.
Nice. Well, good luck.
All right, Gorlami.
Gave me flank though, so good move, bud. I'm gonna move into it with my hammer out. I think that's flank, right? It cuts through the middle.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like flank to me, yep.
Cool. Do I enter into its space? Do I have to make that save for the smell, or is that
Nope.
like? Okay, cool. Not gonna question that. I'm gonna swing at him. Yeah, I'll just take a regular swing. No hero point.
Oh yeah, hero points are a thing.
You
Whoops.
miss.
Yeah, I know. I can't see Bryn's health bar, Adam. Can you display that for me? Is that possible?
I can tell you she's about 2/3.
I don't know why just you wouldn't be able to see it. Let me double check.
It might just be vision blocking. He might be able to see her token, but not the area above it.
Yeah, she's like split in half with my little cone there. But if 2/3, that's fine. I'm gonna end my turn here.
Okay, Bryn's turn.
Right, I'm gonna try to finish this guy off.
Move around him.
You miss. Second attack does manage to connect, though. Yes, you wound him as you slash in his backside.
In the butt.
All right,
Hey, Gertrude, the one
Kirsten.
it's real easy to kill. Real easy. You can do it. I believe in you.
I'm hoping to hit this time.
But you do not.
But I wanted to. I need to have some of Bryn's rolls.
All right, let's see. Creature is going to attack at Josephine now. So it strikes out first with a bite. Josephine, defensive roll, please. You manage to duck under the bite. It then follows up with a hooves attack.
I'm not so good.
Indeed, as they strike you for 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And Finn's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move 5. Wait, let me get off that. Alright, 5, 10, 15 to there. I'm gonna get out my Zippo, fire away. Miss.
Not sure which one you were attacking, but yes, you miss.
I was gonna let you know. Okay, that's 15.
Ah, that one. Okay, so it streaks off to the north, missing the creature.
Just a guess. I don't know for sure, but
Yeah, I always go. Yeah.
All right, this one, noticing the wounded and poisoned Josephine, it is going to team up, try to take her down. So bite attack on Josephine. You manage to duck just under these jaws that follows up with hooves. Once again, hitting right in your chest. 6 points of bludgeoning damage. As we move to Miza's turn. Miza will keep it simple and just try to hit some pouch dust on the closest one. And manages to do so as the radiant damage strikes the creature. And move to Josephine's turn.
Alright, Josephine is going to try to shake the poison here.
So it drops off and then resave.
Hell yeah.
You have shook it off.
So, first attack at the wounded boy above me. Let me please. This wasn't supposed to take this long, I don't think.
That'll hit.
Fucking die, dude.
It does just that as you crack it right in the
There we
face
go.
and it collapses.
Second attack on the one in the flank with Gorlami.
That'll also hit.
Alright, hey guys, are we short resting after this? We got one more.
Probably.
Alright, so I'm gonna spend my last key point on Throw Your Blows then. So, I'm gonna pop this guy twice. With Unarmed Strike. I think.
That'll hit.
Oh, yes, with the flank, yes. Bada boom.
Wounding it
Second
pretty
one.
badly. Hits as well.
Bada boom.
Nearly dead.
Fuck. I wanted to be cool. Well, that's okay. Someone else will get it.
Gorlami, as you see the very terribly wounded creature, this odor seems to overcome you. Con save, please.
Not a problem, Adam. Here we go.
You find yourself sickly and poisoned.
It's okay, because I've been waiting to use the toggle condition for so long.
Oh, I just threw it on you. Usually I see people.
No. Ow. Okay.
I'll take it off and you can.
No, regardless. First of all, I just want to point out, think it's funny that Josephine asked to rest as she's like in mid-fight and like bloody from the hoof attacks. We're gonna lay down after this.
I just need a quick nap. Get my key back. Didn't expect to spend so much here.
As I'm coughing and gasping, I'm gonna try to clear my senses and focus, and then swing my hammer down violently.
That will connect, and with only 1 HP left, that will kill the creature. Alright guys, with 2 creatures killed and 1 routed, it seems quiet at this point, and we find ourselves out of combat.
You guys, I hate this crapsack world. Why does everything always try to kill us?
Technically, that was trying to kill Bryn. What are these things?
And I'll be honest, they don't even smell so good. I'm not even interested in using. I'm not gonna eat anything. No, not hungry.
But you liked rancid meat.
No.
No.
I don't like overcooked, and I don't like rancid. No. Bryn, good to see you again. What are you doing?
Yes, very good to see all of you.
Glad you can make it, buddy. We were just about to go kick some orcs' asses, but now I kind of need a nap.
Yes, I would like a nap as well, even though I just got back from the spa. That was exhausting. You get back from the spa, you expect to have a nice relaxing jaunt across the forest to join you guys, and then these things pop up. I hate this world too.
They are quite ugly. But we should go back to that spot. Eomir may have returned from his little scouting mission. We don't want him to not know where we are.
He's fine. So let's return to where we were hanging out. And the place we think is safe enough to be close to the shrine without being seen, and we're just gonna chill, I think. That fucked me up.
Alright, you guys move away from this vicinity here as you get a little bit distance away from the scene of the battle and find yourself 100, 200 yards, something like that, away from the shrine.
I do want to point out, I think last time we decided that we were going to wait until like midnight or a little after midnight because we wanted to be as dark as possible, right? So, I mean, we definitely have time for everybody to rest and catch their breath.
Yeah, and I think someone floated the idea of possibly sending someone in invisible, but I don't know if we need to do that if we're expecting them to be mostly asleep. And I'm not just saying that because I'm the best candidate and I'm at 12 HP right now.
My thought about the invisibility is not for attack purposes or advantages on attack. We don't have a rogue or anything like that, but I think invisibility for the reason of getting a count. Like if we know how many enemies we're about to face, we can figure out a plan instead of just going in and attacking and then finding out as they're attacking us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just up to you guys whether you think that's worth the second level spell slot. I mean, I can do it, but I don't want to do it when I'm at very low HP in case something happens.
Yeah, it would be like later in the evening, of course. But I don't know. What does everybody else think?
I think we need to find the shrine first and take a look.
Well, we know that they have that one. There's that one guy on the tower but then we know that if I remember correctly, the gate is like crumbled and like open. So there's a way for us to walk in. I mean, it's kind of open-faced ruins, but there is one available tower that has what we think is like an orc guard on it. Right, Adam? Is that correct?
That's what I remember.
So there are 4 towers, but only one of them is still intact. The other 3 look to be badly damaged. And yes, the northeast tower is where you spotted a orc who looks to be a lookout.
Well, if you're gonna do the invisibility thing, I can make a potion that makes you fly. The speed of 10 feet, but only lasts for 10 minutes. But that might be useful.
As you guys make your way and having this discussion back to where you were, you notice that there's a couple of rocks here set up and a bit of writing in the dirt. It looks as though Amir has left a message here. It says, "Going to take a look. Don't wait up for me."
Sounds like him. He's still mad about that dragon. We're gonna go and attack it and stuff, but like, not right away.
The dragon wasn't shit. We almost killed him incidentally. I'm sure the DM was a little worried there for a second, but it got away.
I'm sure he had 200 more hit points left.
He would have found a reservoir of fighting spirit, I'm sure.
Legendary resistance heal. So even with that message written in the dirt, though, Adam, it looks safe. It doesn't look like it still looks like a good area for us to catch our breath.
Well, it's a distance away. The light in the sky is falling quickly. So yes, within 10, 20 minutes or so, you can't really see the outskirts of the shrine any longer. The wall around the shrine, as the darkness has descended enough that it is no longer visible.
Okay.
That's what we want, though, because we don't want them seeing us either. So
I'm up for keeping watch while like Bryn and Joe take their short rest.
Okay, so who all is wanting to take a short rest here?
I guess most people don't have to, unless it's a party-wide thing. We either do it or don't. How does this work?
Nope, it's individual based.
Okay, so I will definitely be resting, because I spent all of my ki and most of my meat points.
And Bryn, I'll take one too.
Most of the stuff I have replenishes on a long rest. I don't really need one, so I'm good. I'll just keep watch.
Okay, as a reminder, due to our house rule, short rest will give you all your HP back, so go ahead and set yourself back to max for Josephine and for Bryn.
And then how long does that temp HP from Finn last?
Until the next time you long rest.
Okay, cool.
All right, so
I might
as you
have to
guys-
refresh.
As you guys wait here for some time until about midnight or so, again using an estimate here, it is full on dark, and yes, it seems like it is as dark as it's going to get.
How's the moon looking, Adam? Do we got a bright moon? We got a cloudy moon? How are we looking?
It's fingernail kind of moon. It's giving off some light, but certainly not enough to allow you to see anything too well.
Okay, yeah, and that's preferable for trying to go, because it's like plains between us and the ruins, right?
It is, yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna turn around and say, oh, okay, well, the light's good. It's dark. Are we sending in someone invisible first? Get a look, come back. Is that the plan or what?
That's up to the person who would have to spend the magic. It's not really my style, but I can sneak if I have to.
And don't forget, I can make you fly. Really slow, more like floating. But, hey, you'll be really quiet in the air.
That is true. Mechanics. Josephine wouldn't know this. So if I'm invisible and I drink a potion, does that break the invisibility? Anybody know?
I would think no, because I've cast the spell slot to make it. You just have to drink it. You're not concentrating on it.
That's true, but well,
I don't think
for a
so.
target that attacks or casts a spell, so I don't think that would qualify.
And that's if I make you invisible, then I'm the one concentrating on it.
Correct.
So if someone's just a victim of being turned invisible and having to fly, then you're just a victim of all of that.
Yeah, technically, Kurtu would be concentrating, and then I don't know how Finn's alchemy works, but if it's a spell and he has to concentrate, then he would also be the one that concentrates.
No, I do not have to concentrate on it.
It's like a one-time use spell, kind of like a spell scroll.
It's a potion. Yeah, it's an elixir. You just drink it.
And what was the... Could we tell what the race of the guard was? The lookout? I mean,
it
I
was...
think he was probably too far away, but we're expecting to find orcs here. So
yeah,
a humanoid with an orcish build, I think, is probably safe to...
Yeah, and I think orcs can see in the dark like I can, right?
Mm-hmm. And I point at myself. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Can all your tribes see in the dark too?
I mean, yeah, most of us. I mean, orcs are originally, mountain dwellers.
Yeah, so, I mean, the invisibility potion, I mean, spell, I could cast that so you don't get seen. But that's, the fly. I would almost want to do it just for fun.
Kurtu, can you, what's that thing you did before when you made 2 of one spell? Can you do that on your invisibility and you go together?
No, I don't want this loud-ass motherfucker coming with me. I'll go alone, and then... Hey, do you guys still have those Rocky Talkies you were talking about?
Kurtu's near naked. Is he really loud? I mean, he talks loud. Kurtu, how are you at sneaking?
Kurtu points towards his lips and zips it.
Give me your best tiptoe. That's good. I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. Y'all are going in. I mean, if I wanted to go in, I'd have to get...
I don't think there's a need for 2 people to go in, though. I could save that, the Dragoran power there for later. I mean, unless we needed to infiltrate to get 2 people in there, that'd be different.
Safest way is to send one person. We're only as quiet as our weakest link. Get out of my way, Cat. We're only as quiet as the weakest link.
Cat's not here anymore. You bring me bad, sad memories.
Yeah, it is a ghost. She's saying she wants me to go alone. If you want to spend the
listen
magic,
to her ghost, She was the sneakiest of all of us.
Well, if you're gonna go, take this potion I made. It's an elixir of swiftness. It'll increase your speed by 10 feet for 1 hour. You can take it whenever you want. I already have it made. It's right here.
What about
Just
the flying one? Can I stack them?
Oh, you want the flying one?
Yeah, I might step on a twig unless I'm floating. Actually, when you were experimenting with it, did it make any noise while someone was flying around, or was it dead quiet? I wasn't there for that.
Dead quiet. Except for me screaming exuberantly. Or Cat. Was it Cat I made? Yeah, Cat did it. She was just flying around, and all I heard was her voice. Wee, wee. Kind of like that commercial.
Interesting. So yeah, give me the flying potion, and then I won't have to worry about stepping on twigs or tripping over anything, and I can just drift around and see what's what. Okay, although it does only last 10 minutes, so I'll probably
and it's
go
10
in
feet.
viz.
And it's 10 feet, so you're more likely floating, but when you get closer, maybe use it, because it only lasts 10 minutes and it's really slow. But I burned a spell slot there out on to make it. I have 2 of 4 left. I'm at level 1, and I have made an elixir of flying.
All right, go ahead and post that one for me.
I just closed it. Yeah. I'll do the whole thing. Number 5.
Okay, yeah.
So I get my little kit out and I start shaking things around, got my goggles on. Yep. This should do it. Getting good at this. Here you go. Now, like I said, just right there. Good luck. And I kind of pat you on the shoulder. And don't forget those cool goggles. Solid.
I'm already wearing them. I wouldn't be able to see you otherwise right now. I sure hope invisibility makes those invisible too. Yes, everything wearing or carrying, so...
And it's good for like an hour, so you know, you should be all fine.
One more thing. The Rocky Talkies. Bryn has one. Who's got the other? So just in case something goes wrong, and I find myself surrounded by a million orcs in there, I can at least let you hear my last words.
Didn't that hunter guy give it to us?
What hunter guy?
Didn't he have the other one? I don't have one.
Cat's ghost is telling me that you got sending stones from the very first quest you got. And Bryn has one. She had the other, but she gave it to Finn when he was crawling around in Axholm. And I don't know what you did with it after that, but it did not come
Finn,
back to her.
I thought you had it.
Yeah, I have it. Right here.
But I don't see it on your character sheet, Finn.
I'll burn inspiration and find it.
I think cost-wise, that's not going to work right. Do we know who's supposed to have this?
The last I remember is that we gave it to Finn to go through that tunnel in Axholm, the one that was really small and only fit a small person and went to we don't know where. I don't remember what happened to it after that, but I know I didn't take it back.
That's the last I remember, because I remember we teasing about, both of them having it. So
All right, go ahead. So, Finn, go ahead and add it to your sheet, but moving forward, if it's not on someone's sheet, we're going to assume that they have misplaced it.
Roger that. Done. Oh, here it is. It's with all these rocks that I collect. I think this is it. Here you go. Man, you're taking all my stuff.
I'll give it back if I don't get mutilated by a bunch of orcish axes.
Okay.
Well, real quick. I think that should probably be an emergency use only, because you have to speak into it normal.
Yes, that's the plan.
And same goes for us. We won't walkie you first, unless we get one from you.
Yep. So, if an hour passes and I took an axe to the skull and I can't communicate with you, that's what happened.
We'll send you a message, code word, papaya. If you don't answer, we'll come charging in for your body.
So, just so I understand, sending, when you communicate it to someone, they only hear it in their head, right? You still have to speak the words aloud, but the recipient only hears it in their head. It's not like an actual walkie-talkie.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I guess we could technically talk to you, but we can only use it once a day.
Yep, and I will not be able to respond if I'm in some shit. So, wait for me to respond, and wait for me to do it first, and then if more than an hour passes and you don't get anything, something bad happened. Everyone on board?
Yep, sounds like a good plan.
On board.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be great. Are you
Voice
ready?
from Sky, did you say something?
No, I just said good
Did we
luck.
lose Adam?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard your voice. It might have been someone else.
Do you want me
Alright,
to do it?
go for it.
You ready, set? This is wonderful.
All right, so this has been cast upon Josephine, and Josephine vanishes from sight.
Ow. Alright, so I will start making my way half speed towards the southwest corner of the shrine.
Before you leave, I'm gonna go.
Hi, Josephine. We can still see you.
I look down to verify.
I'm just trying to tease you because you're
Can I see
so
myself?
nervous.
No, you cannot see yourself.
So I am unfazed by the kobold's mean lie.
Roll a deception check there, Bill. I will.
All
I
right.
can visually confirm that I am invisible. I don't think I need to be
You
deceived.
Just having fun.
All right, so Josephine, this is the only effect that you've done so far, right? Is you're invisible, nothing else, and you're moving.
Correct. I have not drank the potion.
Okay.
I will
and
not
you're-
drink the potion until I get there.
Okay, and you said you want to try to circle around and enter from the southwest of the shrine?
Yes, because wherever we said the tower was, I think that was the northeast one, right? So I want to
Yes.
enter from the other side, if there is a way in.
Yeah, so it's wide open, so you're approaching the outskirts or the wall from the southwest. All right, so how close are you willing to get before you take any other action? Is it safe to just throw you on the map? You'll be within, say, 30 feet of the wall?
I would like, as soon as I see the wall, I'm quaffing the potion, because my dark vision through the goggles, I think, only goes 60 feet, so I cannot see beyond that. So as soon as I see the wall, I'm popping the potion, and I'm going to start drifting. Or actually, yeah, I'm not going to... I'll drink the potion, but I'm not going to fly until I get a little closer, if that makes sense. Because I still have my walking speed, right?
You do, yep. So you're under the effects of the fly, but you're not in the air, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. So you get close enough to the wall, and I am going to move you to the other map. And for anybody who happen to be viewing, I'm going to move the Eye of the World there as well.
I don't know if I want them to see this part. It's okay, they can watch.
I got that feat called Eye of the World, where I actually have access to that item.
Okay, so hopefully you can now see, Josephine, what you can see. You're currently invisible on the ground and under the effects of the fly elixir.
Okay, I can see the whole map except for vision blockers, so dynamic lighting has not indicated that it's night yet.
Yes, good call.
Just helping you out there, buddy. Now I can't see anything.
All right, let's make sure that you've got the appropriate vision, because your goggles gives you 60 feet.
There we go. Okay. So, I'm moving at half speed this whole time to try to be stealthy here. I don't know when you want me to do stealth rolls, but my intention is to go in if I can.
Yep, I will call for one if necessary.
Tell me about the ground here. If I look behind me, am I leaving footprints, or is this like thick grass that's not gonna give away my position as I'm walking on it?
I would say you're leaving footprints, but they're not like super obvious. It would require someone to be very carefully looking for them.
Okay. Then I will start coming over here. Is this... Ooh, my color is like... does not agree with these maps. So this rubble-ish thing to my right, is this traversable?
It is, but it looks like it'd be a little challenging to move through it, aka difficult terrain.
AKA, I'm gonna float on over, so I'm gonna start ascending till my feet are able to clear it without kicking any rocks around.
So as you enter this area, I'm going to explain what you see and then give you a quick behind-the-scenes reason why. So you do see some orcs and you see an ogre here as well. And I'm not going to show them to you on map because obviously people don't just stay in one place. So these folks are moving about. So you can see them, think of this as sort of like moving about, some moving to, say, parts of the wall, some talking with one another, some kind of arguing with one another, or maybe even getting in a little bit of fist fight, but it all looks kind of tame from orc standards. So in this area, as you fly over this little section of rubble, you're easily able to spot 5 orcs and an ogre.
In this area?
Yes.
Yeah. Are there any like on the ramparts, or are these like not traversable?
The ramparts are mostly destroyed. There's sections that are whole, but it doesn't really look traversable.
Okay, what about this thing in the middle? What's this?
That looks like the shrine proper. So there's the wall outside, and then the shrine's in the middle.
Okay, so, but I don't see a way in at all.
Not from here.
Okay. So how many minutes has it been since I drank the potion? How long did it take me to get here?
Let's call it a minute.
Okay, so I still got plenty of time, so I'm going to ascend more, just so that I don't accidentally bump in anyone. Obviously, there's no one on the map, and I would be trying to avoid people, but as long as I am high enough that I'm not going to accidentally walk into anything that's not on the map, and you say, oh, you were surprised you didn't see that guy right in front of you,
Oh, I certainly wouldn't do that to you.
I don't know about that one, friend. But yeah, I'm now moving at 10 feet per round. I have 90 rounds, so let me know when it's been like 9 minutes so I can touch down. I'm keeping track in my human brain. I got real good time sense.
Okay.
So I'm checking this area, and now I'm heading up north. And of course, this is at my flight speed.
Yep, so just from a visual perspective, I'm assuming you're about 30 feet in the air right now to make sure you can't interact with anything on the ground level. As you make your way over here, thanks to your goggles, you can spot 4 additional orcs and another ogre.
Okay. Can I... How big is this hole?
You could certainly move through it if you wished.
Could I move through it without risking knocking anything over or making noise or anything?
No.
Not gonna do it. So I'm gonna keep going. Is this another
That looks to be a portcullis, yes, exactly.
Yeah. These doors are closed, I assume.
They are. They appear to be the main entrance into the shrine.
Nice. So I'm just going around the outside.
As you make your way into this section of the courtyard, you notice a pair of orcs.
There's 2, so 5 orcs and an ogre in southwest, 4 orcs and an ogre in northwest, 2 orcs over here. The guy we know is probably still in the lookout. So that's a total of 11 orcs, 2 ogres so far. For anyone keeping score, taking notes. 5, 4, 2. Did I do the math wrong?
No, it's 542, but the one in the watchtower.
Oh yeah, that too. So I'm going along the outside here.
You notice a pair of orcs here as well.
In this hallway or in this?
In this
quadrant?
opening between the 2 areas.
Okay, so 14 total, and now I'm down here.
A trio of orcs and an ogre.
17 orcs, 3 ogres. This looks like a big gap. Anyone peering inside? Can I see anybody?
You do not.
I don't want to risk opening doors and waking things up, so I think we go around.
On the south side, you notice another trio of orcs.
20 orcs in total. Are they all still active, or are any of them looking like they're dozing off as I've been going around?
So far, you haven't seen any sleeping.
Cowards. Okay. So I'm back where I started, basically. How How much time has it been?
You probably spent 5 minutes so far.
Alright, so then I'm gonna go back.
You notice
Drifting.
the ogre in this area looking around and begins to walk to the north.
Which direction? Or, I mean, well, north, obviously, but like, where's he? Can you ping on the map where he is and where he's going?
He's like here and moving his way up here.
Okay. I will wait for him to pass hovering 30 feet in the air.
Yep, yeah, you're obviously way over his head, but yeah, he walks that way.
Okay. Once it's been like 30 seconds, I'll keep going, and then I'd like to get close enough that I can kind of see into this room without trying to squeeze my way in. Anything?
Visually, you can see what looks to be about 6 beds. The mattresses look really old and moldy. You can also see shattered remains of a wooden table and 6 chairs, and from one angle, what looks to be a soot-stained fireplace. And there's something in it you can't really make out, like a rim maybe.
Still not gonna go in there and risk getting trapped, sandwiched in between 20 of these guys. So, did I see any, as I was flying around, did I see any like fortifications, like barricades or anything, or is it they just kind of chilling out here?
There is some gathered wood on just to your east here, and you also spotted some on the northeast quadrant of the shrine as well, but nothing which you would consider to be barricades.
Nothing like they built it to make a defensive position here that they could like hide behind and
No.
do that kind of. Okay. And did I see any kind of special weapons on any of the guys I was looking at, or did they just have like their standard axes, javelins, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, mostly axes, javelins, and clubs, it seems to be, on the ogres.
All right. So I think. Is there anything else I want to ask about? No, I was here to get a head count. I got a head count. There could still be stuff inside, but I get the impression this is like a 200 square foot building. Geometrically, probably more than that actually, but whatever. How tall is the building, by the way? Does it look like there's multiple floors?
Not likely. The wall outside of the building looks to be about 15 feet high, so the building is under that, so maybe 14 feet high total.
Then I'm gonna float on out of here and back to the group.
So that central area does look actually is higher than the wall, so yes, there's a roof on it. You don't necessarily think that there's a second level, but the roof height actually goes all the way up to 40 feet.
Okay, so like one of those churches that have like the big
Yeah, it's like a big,
thing.
belfry
Yeah.
chapel.
Not,
that kind of
yeah,
thing.
not necessarily like another floor, but like wherever their fucking bell or
Cathedral ceilings,
yeah,
essentially.
yeah. Okay, so I'm popping on out of here, and then when I get a fair distance away, I'm gonna land and start walking back to the group.
All right, and you make your way back to the group. Your flight would end shortly there. You're still invisible as you make your way and see the group maybe 60 feet away from you, just as they come within range of your dark vision goggles. During this time, group, is there anything in particular you were doing?
Concentrating.
Focusing on the sending stone, just in case.
Gorlami is just muttering to himself. After he started thinking about making Kurtu a cape, he started thinking about what he's going to make for Finn, and then he started thinking about what he can make for Eomir. So now he's just like pacing, thinking about getting as much metal as he can.
Okay.
I'm just reorganizing all of my kits, making sure. Okay, got this file. Okay, got this thing. I got that thing. And where's my chef's knife? Okay, here it is.
All right, Finnegan, and you're realizing all this stuff that you're carrying is quite heavy, in fact. You realize you're a little bit slower than you would expect to be based on all this stuff you're carrying, especially some of that stuff that doesn't currently have weight listed for it.
Oh, is that? Yep. Let's see. I'm holding 10 ore gold fists of chunks.
I can hold those. I have, let's just say I've worked out a lot.
Yeah, my backpack's kind of heavy. Here, take those.
How heavy are the chunks of ore, Adam?
A pound per chunk.
Ah, that did it.
Yeah, it was chunky. You're good. I'm good. So, as we wait for Josephine, we should talk about how we want to do this. I mean, obviously, there's probably going to be more of them than us, so we have to be smart, you know. We'll see how many Josephine gets back, but I'm ready. Gonna have a nice full necklace of teeth after this.
All right, yes. Okay, so you guys are waiting in this clearing. And waiting the return of Josephine as you guys are looking in that direction. The night is fully upon you all. As you can see that there's a little bit of twinkle of the stars sort of in the air here. And silently, you don't hear anything at all occur to until suddenly a hand touches upon your chin but slips away quickly. As you very quickly react and back away, you realize somebody was trying to muffle you.
I think one of the orcs are invisible too. But on your guard, there's someone around here.
It would be dangerous to drop your spell, huh? Could be Josephine just playing a trick.
Did my mic cut out there? I made a ghost sound.
I don't think we heard that.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, my mic cut out at the wrong time. But as soon as he pulls away, I went, ooh.
There's a ghost around here. It's spooky.
Yes, I'm a very spooky, spooky ghost, and I've come for your soul.
Oh no, Josephine died.
Whatever it is, ghosts do.
Josephine died and is now a ghost.
How many did you see, Josephine?
Well, okay, so there's like 4 quadrants, right, through the wall, and they're kind of spread all throughout. I saw about 20 orc dudes just hanging out, having a raucous good old time, and they got 3 ogres with them. The ogres were mostly on the west side, although there was one down to the south too, but he started heading up north, so the southwest is probably still our best angle here.
Any chance of reinforcements from like underground?
So I couldn't get into the building without risking opening doors and anybody seeing me, but there were some holes in the wall and I looked through and I couldn't see anyone inside. There is a possibility that there are more inside the building, though. I didn't see anything in the 2 rooms I was able to see, but it's possible that's not all of them.
Hey, how many fireballs you got left, Kurtu? What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I probably could throw a big one, I'm sure, right? And I might be able to make another one, but I mean, these take a lot out of me.
No, that's true.
And Josephine, even though you were mean and tried to play a trick on Kurtu, I may still go ahead and keep the invisibility on you right now because I still think we have some time, and in case we need it for later. I mean, not like tomorrow later. I'm talking like later, like in a few minutes later.
Yeah, that's cool. The only reason I played a trick is you tried it first, so turnabout's fair play. You told me I was visible, and
I may turn off the invisibility at the wrong time now. You never know.
Well, I've got a move that I can use that it's a short distance, but it attacks a lot of things at once. I can call forth my spiritual guardians. give us a little bit of a boost once we engage in melee, but I don't have much to attack a lot of them at once. I'm more of a hit them really hard. Just one of them though.
Sure. There is a bunch of them, but they're kind of spread out, so it's probably at the start, if we get the drop on them, it's probably going to come in waves, right? So there were like 5 dudes on our side, so if we can take them out quickly enough, we can establish a position and take them as they come. Because it wasn't a huge complex. Once we start fighting, the guys on the other side are going to hear us.
Hey, is there a way that we could draw them to us, like in like a corridor or something, and they come in one direction?
I was just gonna say, I could use some of my magic and stuff. I can make an illusion, or I can make a sound, maybe like a bag of money dropping or something, right? Coins. And maybe they come and investigate, and then we kill them.
You mean like thaumaturgy?
But I would uptick that one and cast a level 3.
That's a inside joke.
Out of character though, I do have minor illusion.
Yeah, but that may just pull one or so. But was there like a corridor or maybe like a gate entrance that we would be able to hold and like pull them through?
Not really, unless you tried to pile into the building. The door is on the north side. There was a hole in one of the walls, a hole big enough for us to get through without squeezing, but they could just use the door and come at us from the other side pretty easily. I don't think it would work very well.
I think the best thing is to create a strong wall where where no one can get behind us, right? And so if there's a way, since you've seen it, that we can have just everyone in front of us, that's going to give us the best advantage.
It's not really structured that way. Again, unless we tried to get into the building, but there's multiple holes in the wall, so even if we could secure the door, they can just come at us from a different angle. It's like a big square with a building in the middle. And
what if we drew them out? You send somebody in, make a noise, distraction, etc., bust tail out of there, and we're waiting outside as they come to us that way. Would that seem plausible?
it could be possible, but the thing is, they might, if we make a noise to alert them before we go in, they might just regroup and form a big group that we probably can't take on all at the same time. But if they're not expecting us, if you guys think we can get close enough to one of the corners to try to take out one of the groups first, then we would deal with that, and then we'd have 2 or 3 more waves coming at us after that. And we could try to reposition there. My concern about making a distraction to try to tip them off that something's going to happen is they're going to have the superior defensive position.
What kind of weapons did they have?
Standard orc shit. They had great axes or battle axes. I don't know what the fuck. The big ones, and then a lot of them had javelins, and the big ogre dudes had big ass clubs.
Okay, so no like ballistas or any organized defense.
I didn't see any special weaponry or glowy weaponry or anything. I think they're just a normal group.
Well, don't forget, orcs are fast. I mean, they have the ability to tap into their adrenal glands and kind of force themselves to move quicker, so that they can cover great distances quickly.
Was there a spot that maybe we can have them funnel in through or something, so we can have less of them attacking us at the same time?
Yeah, the fatal funnel, and she said it didn't really work out that way. Is that right?
So there's So the building is like a big cross shape in the middle, and it's basically partitioning off the layout of the interior of the structure. There's a wall around the structure, and then there's a building in the middle that's a big cross shape. At the edges of the cross, there are little, like 15-foot corridors, but again, the walls aren't much protection because a lot of them are collapsing and not very stable. So I don't think it would be feasible if we went in there to choke them off very easily. Again, unless we tried to get inside the building, but then like they don't have to necessarily engage us. They can just wait us out if we try to huddle in there, and then we're surrounded in a siege type situation.
Yeah, don't want that either. Well, let's think about this lookout. We should probably take him out first, right?
Yeah, what if one of us goes up there and starts doing range attacks, like fireballs from up there or something?
When I was flying by, did I see how he got up into the tower? Is it like an exposed like lookout post, or is there like was it like a building?
Yeah, there was a ton of information that you were trying to get very quickly. Go ahead and throw me a blind intelligence check to see if you can call upon your memory if there's something you saw there.
That's probably not going to work out very well. But
I think it took dexterity for you to get the right angles.
Good try. You don't recall. You know it was the northeast corner was the only intact tower, but yeah, you were seeing so much and trying to be real careful to focus how much time you had left on that fly spell that you don't recall seeing exactly how he got in there.
Yeah, it could be tough. I don't know how. I didn't quite see how he got up there while I was flying around trying to be real quiet. So, I mean, it's possible, but then if the person up there, if they have an easy way to get up there, then that person's kind of fucked.
Yeah, well, usually with towers like that, there's two ways. There's a ladder on the interior that goes up through like a trapdoor, or there's like a staircase. Either way, that sounds like it may be the best point for us to hold. I mean, it's aerial. We could fight them off from within and from up high.
Yeah, they would have to go single file to come up to us until they ran out of javelins.
How tall is that tower, Josephine? Could we climb it from our side?
How tall was the tower, Adam? We said the wall was 15 feet high.
About 20 feet high.
I'm gonna guess with my intelligence check, I probably didn't see if it was climbable.
You don't recall seeing, no.
I could always use my dragon wings, remember? They're growing. I could always use my dragon wings and get up there real quickly. Kind of like, without mist or anything.
That makes sense, Kurtu. And then perhaps let down a rope from the outside for us to climb, but we would still have to take care of that guard up top.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him near me. Yeah, that's not good.
Maybe we send Bryn out. She climbs up there and pushes or throws the orc off the top.
I could do that.
And send Kurtu up with her. And then this is where it may get a little risky, but the other three of us, we wrap around the other side and make our attack that way.
I really think we should send some of them out first. What was there, like 40 of them or something?
20 that I saw, and then who knows how many could be inside. I did see a group of beds that were all unoccupied in one of the buildings, so I mean, they could be getting tired, They could be ready to tuck her out for the night. But they are not using their beds yet, so I didn't see any sleeping ones.
Cat could have killed that watch guard in one shot.
So what do you want to do, everyone?
Well, I don't want to like go after the guard tower and then attack in another way, because then we're open to being flanked, and we got to watch our flanks. If we're going to go after 20 plus enemies, we have to make sure at best that they're in front of us.
And who was to say that the ogres aren't going to start slinging their clubs at the tower itself? We don't know how fortified it actually is. As you know, the other three have already fallen. Is it in good condition, fair condition? You know what I mean? It could crumble if there's too much weight up there, or if they begin attacking it. I think we have to get them gathered and try to take a big chunk out of them, and then we may just have to hold and fight. But we need our range characters to have good space and not be subject to flanking. That way, they can get off successful attacks while we kind of hold them off. I guess you could say.
All I got is my Zippo, and that's pretty much it. And I'm gonna save my other abilities to try to make sure that no one dies.
What are we thinking?
So the other thing I just want to point out is that the lookout is on the northeast corner. We say we want to take him out, but no matter which way we come from, he's probably gonna see us. I mean, his job is to look out. Unless he's not doing his job, I don't know how we get to the tower without him spotting us.
Well, maybe when we attack, the Zippo and we kind of just go at him.
Well, if the tower's in the northeast corner, then the furthest point from its vision would be the southwest corner, or
Well,
right?
not exactly. You tell me. You're the orc. How far does your dark vision go? My goggles could only see 60 feet. It was farther than 60 feet from the northeast corner to the southwest corner, and there was a big old 40-foot tall building in the way. So
that's the extent of my vision as well. Probably 50, 60 feet, as similar as your goggles. So
if we approach from the southwest, the guy who's been stationed lookout, the guy whose job it is to spot anyone coming, isn't going to be able to see us. There were other people down in the southwest, but I don't think they were paying that much attention. They were like fighting and having a good time with each other.
Sounds like our best point of entry. Do you remember how many were in that exact corridor?
There were 5 when I passed through, but again, they're like moving around in there. It's not just like they're stand and watch. It's a whole thing.
No, I understand, but if we at least have a general idea of how many we may have to fight right away, we could wait for the opportune moment to catch them in that fire blast of Kurtul's. A little pull and then disengage and then blast kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Yeah, I think southwest would be the best approach.
Yes, I agree.
All right. Any objections? I don't hear them, but I feel weird talking to Josephine while she's invisible. It's like talking to somebody who's naked. It's like I don't know where to look.
Well, I know where to look if someone's naked.
Finnegan Tiglo. I'm gonna write that down in the journal.
Usually it's right in front of my face.
Jesus. Okay. We got like 25 minutes left on this invisibility spell, so if we're going to do something soon, we better do it now. Or we can wait and see if some of them go to sleep, and but then we give up the invisibility spell. What do you guys want to do? Let's decide.
I think we go. The southwest sounds best. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
Well, I mean, what time is it now, Adam?
If you're looking for exact time, it's probably somewhere like 12:30, 12:45, something like that.
Yeah, we can go now.
Yeah, I think it's good to go now because Kurtu is concentrating on Josephine's spell, so she'll at least be able to get a good solid attack off before it drops, and then we'll just have to go from there. But maybe she goes first, gives us a little scouting again, but I think that's the best bet. Go in through the southwest, pull, blast, and kick some ass.
All right,
Let's do it. I mean, if we're gonna do it, let's just do it.
Agreed.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this, you guys?
All right, so it
Because
sounds like
there's 40 of them.
the group wants to circle around wide and then approach the shrine from the southwest. So based on how big this map is and how far some of the enemies can see, depending on where they are, they may be able to spot you right away. Of course, certainly possible. So we will take our 15-minute break here, but I'll ask that once we come back, let me know if there's any precautions that you're taking before you get on map. So moving quietly, I see that, great. If there's anything else that anybody's doing or one person's going ahead, think of those things, and when we get back, we will start up and see exactly how this plays out. So 15-minute break, and we'll see you back in 15 minutes, folks. Alrighty, folks, we are back to the second half of our session tonight. The group is currently approaching the shrine and trying to come up with a good way of doing this without getting spotted. So, group, I turn it back over to you.
Or killed. One of those two.
One probably follows the other. So I'll go. I'm still invisible, right? It hasn't been an hour?
Correct.
Alright, so I will go in first. I will see... I will look to see on the southwest corner. We're whispering. I don't know how close we are. I will look to see in the southwest corner if any of the orcs around there are paying attention. I'll come back and I'll whisper you the best direction I think we can approach from and try to get the drop on them. Alright, sound good? You guys stay a little bit far away, just outside of their sight range, and I'll scout it out.
I look around in the empty air and go, okay.
All right, hearing no disagreements with that, I will once again move Josephine and Eye of the World over to the appropriate map.
Josephine's vision is fucked again.
Yeah, I need to update your main token for that, but one sec.
Alright, so I'm moving half speed, trying to be as stealthy as possible. Okay, I see these two guys here. Are they paying attention, or they look like they're having a good old time?
They're certainly looking around. They don't look like they're super observant, not like they're on guard duty or anything like that. But yeah, they're kind of leaning against the wall, or at least the one to the north is, and sort of looking around the courtyard.
Another guy, same deal.
He seems to be looking more at the rubble and kind of like using his axe to dig through it.
Interesting. What about that guy?
Sort of just looking down to the south.
Okay, so they're kind of what... If we tried to come this way, we would definitely be seen. Okay. So, I'm going to swing around this way, again at half speed. And I know we're not exactly in initiative order or anything, but just for your information, in case you try to spring something on me. Okay. About these dudes.
Looking to the west.
Alright. So, seems like no matter which way, we're gonna tip them off. So, we said this guy is leaning against the wall. Does that mean he's kind of looking this way?
It seems to be, yep.
Alright, so I'm going to sneak my way back to the group off map and say, so, I'm not necessarily right here, but I'm wherever they are. And I'll say, so, the southwest tower has a hole in it on the southern side that leads into the interior of the structure. There's a dude leaning against the wall, facing the other way. And as far as the other entrances on this side, there's a couple orcs kind of keeping watch, not paying too close attention, but if we tried to walk right up to either side, they're going to see us. So we might be able to sneak in if we use the tower for cover, slide through the opening in the tower and get into the courtyard that way, and then we might be able to take a few of them by surprise.
Yeah, we're gonna trust you. I'm not too quiet, so I think I'll take up the rear. In case I give it away, you guys are already inside, you know?
I'll be right next to you.
I'll be in the middle.
And I'll be in the middle of the middle.
Alright guys, let's go.
Okay.
So I will still be ahead of them because I'm still invisible, so if anything changes, I guess I can't really signal to them, but I'll see it coming before they do.
All right, so what I'm going to do here is, how far in front of them do you want to be, Josephine?
Their vision is 60 feet, so I will be 30 feet ahead of the group. So when I'm in that corner, they're 30 feet off map, and when I get to the wall, they should be either just off the map or on screen.
All right, so most of you won't be able to see anything quite yet. All right, so this is where you're at. Feel free to move. Excuse me. Feel free to move as you wish, and once you get 30 feet off the map, I will assume they are following as best they can. Again, they can't see you. They're just slowly approaching, and you're eyeballing and then moving ahead. All right, group, you have all now gotten onto map. You're all going to share the same space to start, and then move from there as you wish.
So I'm gonna, if I start stepping into this space, is this the little specks, or will those
could certainly make
rubble?
noise, yeah.
Okay, what about this one?
I mean, it's certainly possible.
All right. So I'm gonna, moving at half speed, I'm gonna come, as I see the group approaching, I'm gonna come right here.
All right, and I'm going to lock the tokens here as Finnegan. As you step out this way, go ahead and give me a blind stealth check to see if you are observed. All right, as you're making your way this way, trying to be quiet, doing the best you can to be quiet, you see that there is a little bit of this rubble that is sort of kicked around here. Most of it is gathered by the wall itself, but as you're approaching and keeping your eyes peeled to the north, you hear the sound of rubble connecting with other rubble as seemingly you have kicked into something here and made a bit of noise. And with that, I'm going to throw you guys into turn order.
I'm glad we planned all this out.
Okay, so you've made a bit of noise here, and that's the only indicator you have so far, Finnegan. It is your turn. You are now in turn order. What would you like to do?
Let's see. I'm going to stealth, so use half my movement to move there. And I'm going to turn around and go, like put my finger to my mouth. And then I'm going to not risk moving anymore because I might make more noise. So I'm just going to get ready for fire. I'll get my Zippo ready for ready to action. Oh no, stealth is an action, right?
I'm assuming you guys essentially took the hide action before you approached, so I would say you still have your action.
All right, I'm going to hold my action to Zippo an orc that comes within range, and I can decide if I want to do it or not.
All right, you can hear the sound of orcish words being spoken on the other side. Okay, Finnegan, from where you stand, you see an orc approaching, and as it is able to see you currently as you're standing right out in the open. Do you wish to take your ready action?
It clearly sees me.
Well, you spot it as it's walking this way. It right perfectly within your line of sight. Boom, that triggers your action. Do you take it?
No. Well, I'm not hiding behind anything, right? I'm
No,
in the middle
you're
of
out in the open.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm dead, guys. Here we go. And so it begins.
Oh,
Sorry.
there we go. We made it like
All right.
10 tiles.
So you conjure this spell up using the somatic components and verbal components, speaking this spell, and the firebolt strikes into the wall, missing the orc. In response, you notice, much like Gorlami warned you, his adrenaline kicks in as he rushes up towards you and swings out wildly with his great axe. Please give me a defensive roll. Yes.
Inspiration on that?
Okay. All right, the great axe swings right over your head and misses, and now there is a shout that goes up from this corner as the orc yells out something in Orcish, and Gorlami, you obviously speak Orcish, so you hear him saying, "Intruders, southwest corner!"
I actually do not speak Orcish.
Oh, really?
I was raised by dwarves, so I never learned it.
All right, man. See, I'm going to make assumptions here. Does anybody else speak Orcish?
No, but I think it's pretty clear where this is going.
Probably.
We don't have to speak Orcish.
All right, another one comes rushing through this area here, Finn, and I'll need another defensive roll. Yes, this great axe does manage to get through your defenses, slashing into you and dealing 4 points of damage.
What a shitter.
Gore
That's a low
Lami's-
roll.
All right. Gore has hammer and shield. He's going to move this 20 and then take this angle and swoop in. And as he comes in, he's whispering, and you see his holy symbol glowing up on his chest. And he's going to use his bonus action to cast a Searing Smite. And he is going to run up and attack the one that was like right in the middle, directly in front of him with his hammer.
All right, your warhammer swings out and does indeed connect. All right, you smash into him, and that fire from the Searing Smite takes effect, and with this mighty blow, he crashes to the ground.
Huh, I didn't even need to use the fire. Puny, I'm collecting your teeth.
Okay, next up is Bryn.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. She's gonna get the flank and smack that one.
All right, you rush up over this way, slashing at the orc, and yes, that will certainly connect,
Chop him in half.
wounding him badly. Second attack also connects, and this will be enough to kill the orc as the blade just punctures right through his back.
Roar! These guys aren't as tough as they say they think they are.
Only 18 left, guys. Good job.
Another orc rushes through, kicking through this rubble, getting right upon you, Bryn, and swings out with his great axe. Defensive roll, please. All right, you managed to just evade that strike as we move to the still invisible Josephine.
Do I want to keep this is the question. I have enough movement. So... yeah, so I'm going to... You know, I'm actually... This guy already moved. Obviously, he closed on the people. More. So I'm gonna go 5, 10. I'm gonna peek around the corner and see what I can see. Do these guys look like they've been alerted and are gearing up to head this way?
Certainly looks that way, yes.
Alright, so I'm actually going to I can't ready a bonus action, correct?
Correct.
Alright, then I'm gonna hold on a turn, I think. I'm just gonna move here. Just to get ready. And then when those guys come in, I'm gonna not do anything this round. Question for you, Adam. The summoning the astral arms is... Would you consider that an attack for the purposes of breaking invisibility?
Yes.
Okay. And if I were to do that, would I get advantage on the roll against all of them in my area, or just one?
I believe that's a saving throw, right? So it's not an attack, so no advantage.
Okay. So I'm going to chill here for one turn and wait for a better opportunity to AoE these guys.
Okay, Kerr 2.
Adam, I'm gonna go off screen down like maybe 3, we'll say, so then that way I don't have a disadvantage with Brent being there.
Okay, move yourself as far as you can, and then tell me how many additional tiles off map you're going to be.
We really love this off-map juggling, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, two off map.
So you're 2 further south.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm attacking the guy in, I don't know, it's the middle, but anyway, the guy next to Brent.
Okay.
This time I'm gonna hit, I promise.
And you do indeed as the firebolt strikes the orc,
Score!
burning him and setting his little tunic here shortly aflame. Alright, another one of these orcs rushes through, gets an energy burst as he runs even further, getting to here, and then he'll move 1 further. This guy is going to rush through, get to here, and attack Bryn on the flank. Bryn, you do indeed manage to evade that strike of a great axe. Alright, Mides' turn. She'll throw a quick pouch dust at the one just west of Bryn. Yes, that will certainly hit him. As he is burnt by this radiant energy, we move to the top of the round, and you hear many calls now seemingly echoing throughout this area. Alrighty.
Oh my god, that's a lot of guys going at once.
Okay, Finn is up next. I'm going to remove the dead guys to clear some space.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my my free voice to say, make sure we get a stronghold, don't get too separated. Gore, flank on Bryn. And I'm going to disengage as an action. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there. And that will be it.
I think Roll20 just froze on me, so I'm going to refresh again, because I did not see Finn move at all.
Yep, and apologies if this takes a little bit of time moving all these enemies, but I'll try to do it as quickly
You're
as I
not
can.
sorry.
Not exactly, no. Alright, Gorlami's turn.
Alright. Golami says, I got it. I got it, Finn. I got it. I got it. And he's going to bring his hammer down at this one who is engaged with Bryn. quite literally flanking him because his back's turned, I think. Here we go. Oh, I clicked it. I think I might be lagging a bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, the last time I played, Roll20 also had a lot of issues with snap, the old snap error in Chrome, and just slow reload time and all that. So yeah, you might have to refresh, unfortunately.
It did post there. Can you see it?
I'm actually refreshing right at the moment, but I see it on my recording screen, and that will be a miss.
With the +2 from flank too?
Oh, I missed that part. That will be a hit.
Nice. Damn it.
Big numbers, big numbers. It's a big number.
All right, as you smack into the creature with the Warhammer, that will wound the creature nearly fatally.
Okay. I am just going to hold this line here in between up front and casters. Try to, at least.
Okay, Bryn, find yourself almost fully surrounded here. What would you like to do?
I want to push that guy off so I'm not completely surrounded. Oh, and I'm gonna rage.
All right, you rage. But you miss on your first attack.
Try it again.
Second one does manage to connect, and him being nearly dead already, yes, that just chops right through his collarbone here, and he collapses to the ground.
Those teeth off of Brent.
Yeah.
All right, you guys can hear the sound of many shouts in Orcish as you see many of them starting to poke through the rubble of the south wall. All right, this one is engaged at the moment with Bryn. He's going to step to here, not knowing that Josephine's there. Josephine, would you like to use your reaction to strike him?
I'm good.
All right, as he takes this flanking position upon Bryn, he is going to try to shove you to the ground. Please give me an athletics check. All right, he is unable to do so as you maintain your position, and we move to Josephine.
All right, Josephine, still invisible, is going to... I guess I have the movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, I have enough movement to get here without having to push past Bryn if I go around the bottom side. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then... if I take the attack, then I break my invisibility, and I have to do both attacks in a row. So yeah, I'm gonna give up the advantage. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I just saw something disappear on the screen, so I wasn't sure. And also, I don't have my right portrait. So yeah, I'm going to summon my arms of the astral self, so everything of my choice within 10 feet of me, so all 5 of these guys would ordinarily need to make a dexterity saving throw, but I actually have the ability, Roll20 is lagging, on my sheet this week. So
yes, it's built in as an attack for you.
Yep. And so you want me to roll it 5 times? We'll
Nope.
start.
Just click it once, and we'll take that for all 5, just to speed it up.
Oh God, but that's real feast and famine,
I mean, if you
but
prefer to do it 5 different times, we could do it that way.
I would prefer to roll it 5 different times because I do not trust that this is going to do any. Because it's all or nothing. So
Okay, yep.
there's no save for half. So I want to do as much damage as I can.
We'll just do top left, left to right.
Yep. Okay. So here comes first one.
Okay, yes, he will be affected.
Okay. Second.
He will not.
Third.
He will be affected.
Fourth.
Affected.
And fifth.
And affected as well. So I'll need you to roll 4 different sets of damage now. So where it says astral.
Yeah, you just saw I renamed it, huh?
I did. Yeah, if you want to click that 4 times, it posts 4 different sets of damage.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of shit rolls. But that's okay.
All right, so as the arms appear, the injured one to your southeast is slain, dropping to the ground, and the other 4 are wounded.
Yep. So I have 4 key still because that was all 1.
Yeah.
So now that took me 35, I guess I can't get into the flank. So I'm just going to make my 2 attacks against this guy. Maybe only need 1, but we'll see. Quarterstaff 2-handed. Here comes that attack. 13 hit.
That will, yes. And he is indeed dropped.
All right, and then so I think did I say 35 or 40?
You said 35.
Yep.
Okay, then I have 5 more feet to move and attempt to whack this guy.
And which one is this guy?
The one next to Bryn here.
Okay.
So here comes that. Nope.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, Kurtu.
All right, I'll stay where I am, but I'm going to go ahead and attack the one to the bottom here.
Okay, and remember you're still 3 squares off map.
2 squares if it matters.
2 squares, okay.
Yeah. I don't think it will, but anyway, yeah.
Yes, that will connect.
There's something wrong with my little wandy thing. I need to fix that later.
It hits him in the shin and burns him. All right, this one is going to make his way around to a flanking position on Josephine and strike out. Defensive roll, please, Josephine. Yes, you will just manage to evade this strike.
Only 200 left. We got him.
I got 2 that round. There's 16 left. Plus whatever else.
All right, Misa's going to hit the one west of Josephine, or attempt to. And yes, that will hit and wound. Oh, actually, that's enough to drop this one as the radiant energy falls down and consumes it.
Shit, mine's popping off.
That's that old stanky trench coat grandma. That one had like a couple mothballs in it.
The sound of many additional bodies rushing towards you guys is clearly apparent. All right, top of the next round with Finnegan.
Okay, I'm gonna go 2 off map, just to make it simple. I'll write it down to 2 off map, and I'm gonna move to here. So I'm next to Kurt to 2 off map, and I'm gonna say they're coming behind you, Gore. And then with that, I'm gonna shoot this guy with my Zippo.
Yes, that will indeed connect. And yes, you see he is burnt in the chest and starts to look very bad.
And then in my turn.
All right, this one's going to rush up to here and take a swing at Josephine. Josephine, defensive roll, please. This axe manages to get through your defenses, hitting you for 15 points of slashing damage.
This. Now would be a good time to do your big dick stuff, guys.
This one is also going to swing at you, Josephine.
Josephine's token is having trouble. Josephine's getting hit again.
Indeed, for 13 points of slashing.
There he goes.
This one's going to rush here, putting Bryn into the flank and slash out at her. And Bryn, with the flank, you actually are hit for 7 points of slashing. As we move to Gorlami.
So rage.
Because she's raging. Yeah.
Yeah, down to 3.
Yes, correct.
Alrighty. I am going to try to move. Oops. That's my measuring stick. Heeding Finn's words, I'm going to try to move to this spot here. Adam, I know I may incur an attack of opportunity.
You will indeed. Yeah, go ahead and roll that defensive roll. And you manage to evade that strike.
And I'm going to kind of set up here, and then I'm going to kind of pull myself in. And as I do, you guys see that like light on the my tattoo kind of begin to glow with kind of matching the hum of my holy symbol around my chest. And like from the earth, you see these flittering guardians kind of come up out of the ground, and they look like dwarven ancestors, I guess you could say. And I'm going to hold my ground there, Adam.
Alrighty, let me see if this one spell effect works for this or not.
I think it's in the
Alright, so unfortunately
AoE.
I don't think you'll be able to trigger these because it's one person at a time, but this will make it faster for me, so as long as that's okay with you, I'll use this.
The AoE, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, good deal.
As long as the numbers are all the same, it don't matter to me.
They certainly should be, yes.
Cool, yeah, and so I'm going to move here and hold my ground and try to slow down anything coming from this north. I'm going to shout before the end of my turn and say, another ogre coming this way, 4 more, I got him.
Alright, Bryn.
Alright, she's gonna try to get out of the flank and attack the one to her east.
That will certainly connect. Alright, you slash down across this orc's chest and wound him.
Oops, sorry. My XG moved.
The second attack unfortunately misses as your blade gets caught up in his armor.
It's been nice knowing you guys.
Yeah, it's been really nice.
Alright, as all these spiritual guardians begin to flit around you here, Gorlami, I'm going to go ahead and throw concentration icon on you as well. This orc here holds up, pausing as he sees these things at his edge, draws a javelin, and throws the javelin at you. Defensive roll, please. Alright, you evade that strike as the javelin misses you and hits the ground with no damage dealt. All right, this one here is going to take a couple steps over and put Josephine in the flank and swing at her. Defensive roll, Josephine.
Nope.
All right, Axe manages to get through Josephine's defenses for 11 points of slashing.
I'm unconscious.
Josephine drops to the ground.
That also means my astral arms go away.
All right, unfortunately, yeah, Roll20 has crashed on me like 3 times now. Bear with me. Probably has something to do with all the enemies on the screen. The system's having a hard time generating all this stuff. All right, this guy's turn. All right, this one's going to manage to get right around the corner here and swing out at Bryn. Defensive roll, please, Bryn. This attack gets through your defenses, Bryn, dealing 3 points of slashing because of your rage.
Low roll against her and high roll against me.
You know, dice be like that sometimes.
That's how it goes.
All right. Once again, Gorlami, you notice this ogre getting a bit closer, notices all of these spectral guardians, doesn't like the look of that. He's going to also pull out a javelin and try to hit you with it. That is going to miss, as Roll20 literally just crashed again. 1 second. I'm going to close my Chrome entirely and try starting that over.
You could try removing a few enemies, that might help out.
Yeah, meteor shower suddenly.
Isn't that you
up.
guys' job? Come on.
Hey, I got 2.
We're trying.
My
We're trying.
KDA is positive.
All right, sorry about that. Looks like I'm almost back in. All right, so this ogre just missed. All right, this one can get to here, can't reach Bryn from here, and is going to actually attack Josephine on the ground, unfortunately. So Josephine, defensive roll at disadvantage. All right.
He sucks.
He swings out wildly, maybe gets distracted by the other orc nearby, and misses. 2 GM, death roll please, Josephine.
I think hang on. 2 GM.
All right, then we won't announce that to the group as we move on to Kurtu.
Oh, yikes. Alright.
And just for the record, I'm assuming here, Gorlami, when you cast your Spiritual Guardians, even though you didn't declare it, you made all of your allies not affected by it?
That is incorrect. No, I'm just kidding. Of course. I meant to declare that. I thought so hard about where I was and who I could see that I didn't even say it out loud. But thank you, Adam. Yes, that's
Yep. So
true.
just doing a quick check on your vision, 60 feet, you should be able to see everybody, so I'm going to assume everybody's good.
Mhm.
All right,
All
sorry
right.
about that, Kurtu. What would you like to do?
Yeah, Adam, so I'm 2 off screen. My apologies. Is there... I don't know how close I am. Am I able to get below the ogre guy?
If you're 2 off screen, then all you would need to do is draw a line like this. If you wanted to get below the ogre guy, you would need 35 feet of movement.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if maybe working at an angle or something. What I'm going to do... Shoot, I hate to do it so soon, but I am going to go ahead and Yeah, I'm going to cast a fireball right in this area here.
All right, make sure you have your token selected. Go over to your macros, click on that cast-fireball die roll, and place the target where you'd like.
It asked me what level. Am I able to upgrade that to like 8 or something?
Not quite yet, but if you live long enough, maybe.
All right, Adam, that's my spot.
All right, so with the targeting icon still selected, go ahead and click Trigger All, and it will apply all the damage and make all the saves for those folks that are targeted. All right, as the fireball bursts out exploding, all of them are of course wounded. 2 of them drop in fiery heat. And make sure you deduct a fireball level 3 spell.
All right, Adam, and also what I'm going to do is, my apologies, but I'm going to go off screen a little bit more. I'm going to go angle.
All right, I think this is going to get a little complicated. Let me try something real quick.
Back in the old days, we just whip out an extra sheet of graph paper.
That's what I'm
right.
trying to do right now.
Right.
It's not going to be pretty, but I think you can move south now.
All right, I'm going to go there. Thank you. And I'll end my turn.
All right, Miza's turn.
Over here, Miza, attack these ones, unless you got some super heal you've been hiding from us.
All right, actually, what she is going to do is get a little bit closer. She'll move to here, and then she is going to cast her Shield of Flowers. So bonus action that will come over Josephine, and anybody that attempts to attack her now will have to make a wisdom check first. And then as her action, she will... she will throw a pouch dust actually at the very wounded orc, trying to kill him off. But does not connect, unfortunately. All right, this guy rushes all the way up to here. All right, noticing Kurtu all the way off map here. He also wants to play around in the fun white space. He's going to rush up to Kurtu. All right, got another crash already. Man, sorry, guys. I've been using Chrome for a while. It almost makes me want to try Firefox again to see if it's have the same problem. Is anybody else using Firefox?
I use Firefox. It's based.
I'm using Chrome and having absolutely no issues.
Very strange. I'm guessing it's because on the GM layer I can see a lot more stuff and it's having a harder time rendering. Alright, move to the top of the round with Finnegan.
Okay, from here, I'm gonna see this guy up here. He's gonna get a Zippo from me.
He certainly will. Yes, he is consumed by flames and collapses.
Nice.
Hey, Gore, what's all the stuff around you?
My ancestors.
Do they
They're
hurt
gonna-
me?
Nope, you're good.
Invite them to the fight. We need help.
All right, that's my action. I'm going to move. I was gonna move behind the old lady, but that you guys make fun of me every time I do that.
Mom's still protecting you on the playground.
Yes, I know. Liza, you're making me look bad. I want to move, but I don't want to leave you out there. All right, I'll stay here. Action. Yeah, I'll
Alright, this one's going to tank the flanking shot on Bryn here. Manages to get through Bryn's defenses, dealing 4 slashing in her rage. This one will also attack Bryn on the flank. Alright, that one you managed to evade. This one also attacks Bryn on the flank. Once again,
He's
ducking
such
out of
a
the way.
god.
Alright, Gorlami.
Unreal.
After the fireball took out a lot of the people coming from that direction, I'm trusting that Miza and Finn can do some attacking, and that's what I'm going to yell to him as I run over this way and take the flank on this guy behind Bryn. And I'm going to bring my hammer down as my guardians are following me, flitting all over the place. Inspiration.
Okay.
Beat
You guys
you.
really don't like those fumbles, do you?
Nope.
I mean, they literally killed one of my characters. So.
Alright, that will connect. As you wound him very badly.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast a healing word at level 2 on Josephine. Get your ass out of there, girl.
So modern.
Unlikely. But we'll see.
Yeah, it depends on how much this does for you, but there you go.
Alright, you will have 7 HP as you... Remember, yeah, you don't go into the negative,
Yeah.
so set yourself at 7. As your eyes open, you find that you are laying down, and I'm going to say, just because I think it makes the most sense this way, you realize as you see this pink shield of flowers kind of all over you, hovering you, you've probably seen Miza do this before, and you know that if you take an attack, it's going to dispel this effect, but if you don't, it's going to make it harder for anybody else to hit you. Gorlami,
Gotcha.
anything else on your turn?
I don't think so. I don't have anything left to give.
Okay, Bryn, your turn.
Question. I can't take anybody with me on face step, can I?
I don't believe so. If you want to post, I think that's the Misty Step equivalent, right?
Yes, but if you're a Summer Eladrin and you're using the Monsters of the Multiverse version, you can send someone away. I learned that in my other campaign. Are you a Summer Eladrin?
No, I'm winter.
Rip.
Dang it. Okay.
Because she's so cold? Come on. I got it. I picked it up. I see what you did there.
She's icy.
I'll be okay.
All right, I'm going to try to dispatch this one. Hopefully it won't be a repeat of last time.
And is this the one that's to your west?
Yes.
All right, that slash does indeed connect, and he is already badly wounded, so he is slain.
All right, second attack to the one to my right.
That will also connect. And actually, with the rage damage, that will kill that one as well.
Yes. All right. Hopefully, Josephine will have a better chance of running now.
All right, this guy starts his turn in the effect.
Yep.
You want me to spell effect roll at him, or are you going to trigger?
I was hoping I could trigger it, but I don't see the...
I can spell effect. Do you want me to try it? Here, because I have it on my bar.
Yeah, if you just have the spell effect, that might be the easiest way to do it.
Sure thing. Here we go.
Okay, and that's wisdom, right?
Correct.
Okay, he will suffer only half damage. So yes, unfortunately, I don't think the smart AoE, or at least I'm not familiar with how to trigger this one. I remember having issues with it before. So yeah, just go ahead and roll, what is it, 3d8?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so even though he saves, suffers half that damage, he does die as all the guardians converge on him and kill him. Go ahead and roll another spell effect roll.
I'm going to say, see that, Finn? They're just coming after him.
Okay, also half damage. All right, this one is wounded and will move. Moving at half speed, moves up to Gorlami, who this effect is emanating from, and slashes out at him. All right, the axe comes close to your face, but you manage to evade it. All right, another spell effect roll. This one will take full damage. Go ahead and roll that. Is badly hurt, but...
Oh, so close.
Will move into the flank position against Bryn and swing against Bryn. Bryn, defensive roll, please.
What a brave man. He knows he's going to die on his next turn, and he's going for it anyway.
And that misses. All right, this guy is going to rush down here and throw a javelin at Gorlami. All right, you notice the javelin coming out of the corner of your eye here, Gorlami, and manage to dodge it. Okay, this guy is within 5 feet of Josephine, so he is going to attempt to swing down at Josephine. So since I'm putting all the dice in your rolls, Josephine, just go ahead and roll me a d20, please.
I think high is good for my side.
As he looks to smash out at Josephine, he is unable to do so with a shield of flowers. So he will instead, holding onto his javelin, throw that at Gorlami. This time, Gorlami, the javelin penetrates through, striking you for 15 points of piercing.
Is that a disadvantage because he's next to somebody?
Yeah,
Sure.
somebody's within 5 feet.
Sure, but the other roll was even lower, so.
Fair enough. I do have advantage on con saves because of Warcaster for concentration.
All right, so that's one fail. Just roll a straight up con save, and we'll see if the other one succeeds. So that was 15 damage. Yeah, so that will be a success still.
Cool. I'm ready.
All right, Josephine, you are on the ground. Your turn.
Alright, I'm standing up with half my movement, and I think I have to spend a key point to get out of here, so I'm gonna... which is the one that disengages? Step of the Wind?
Yep.
I think so. So yeah, I'm gonna Step of the Wind to disengage from all these guys, and I'm gonna run deeper into the stuff. It's not difficult terrain for me, correct?
Correct. This spell effect?
So 5, 10, 15, 20... 25.
And remind me what your max movement is?
Oh yeah, sorry, 20. I just have to stand up. That's right. So I'm stuck here. And I don't want to attack because I want to keep the shield. So I will just stay here and make it harder for them to flank the little dudes. Oops, that's not the button. And thank God for that, huh?
So, Step of the Wind, that was a key point bonus action, so I think you still have an action left. Do you want to dodge or dash or something?
Oh, that's a really good idea. I will dodge.
Alright, good deal. We move to Kurtu.
Let's stand in the safe zone.
Adam, I'm going to magic missile the guy in front of me.
Alright, go ahead and post that as those little fiery missiles flash out. Only level 1, 12 points of damage as those 3 strike into him and nearly kill him.
Oh, so close.
Hey, I figured I gotta try, right? You know? So, alright, and I'm also gonna use Step of the Wind, or I'll just stand where I'm at.
Alright, this guy is going to move to here, and he's going to throw a javelin at Bryn. Bryn, defensive roll, please. Yes, you see it coming and duck under it. Alright, and then we'll move to Mize's turn, but unfortunately another crash. Yep, definitely gonna have to play around with Firefox, see if that helps out any better in between this week and next week. Alright, Mize's turn. Seeing that Josephine looks pretty hurt, she will step down to here. And she'll use an action to do her pink butterfly. Restoring 14 HP to Josephine.
Thank you, honey.
She gives you a little smile as she scampers back a bit. Alright, spell effect roll for this one. Alright, that will deal full damage, so go ahead and roll that. Alright, he's wounded, and he is going to slash out at you, Gorlami. Alright, you managed to intercede your shield and block that strike. Alright, this one standing next to Kurtu is going to swing down violently.
I dare you to run! I dare you to run!
He is angry, blood boiling as the great axe comes down towards your head. And it does indeed connect near your head, but slips off towards the shoulder blade and deals 5 slashing damage.
There goes my temp HP. Ouch.
Josephine must be eating. You must be eating your hat right now because you got hit so hard.
And it is what it be, you know. I got create a character in my action bar for this reason exactly.
This one's going to rush to put Kurtu in the flanking and strike out at him as well. So defensive roll, please, Kurtu. Yes, once again, Great Axe managed to get through the defenses for 15 points of slashing.
Wow, there's no more invisibility, but that's what that's all about.
Alright, this one will rush down and also swing at you, Kurtu.
They know who the Dragord is! Save me!
Once again, Great Axe connects 5 slashing as it hits you more towards the thigh. Alright, move to Finn.
Okay, so Finn remembers the riddle and the blessing that he had, and I think it's time to use it while everyone's still on their feet. So I'm going to say the words sand, glass, tiny thing, and the dust that fell upon me gives me the ability to cast slow or haste. So I'm going to cast slow on 6 creatures within range.
All right, I think
Holy
that
shit.
might also be. It is, yeah. That's one of our smart AOE. So get your token selected and go ahead and use that function, and you should be able to hopefully get the 6 you want.
That's a really good blessing.
Yeah, I know, it was cool. Wall of fire, trying to find it. I'm dumb. I see burning hands, emotions.
I saw he just added it. It looks like you might want to re-scroll back down or.
Yeah, I just
click
double
away.
checked, and unfortunately that one wasn't shared, so I literally just said it.
So near the bottom, you think?
It's alphabetical, so just look for cast - slow.
Hey, got it. All right, so I hit the dice thing.
Yep, make sure your token's selected and click on the die.
Yep, got it.
And then move that targeting icon to where you'd like.
Oh, it's 6 creatures within. Oh, I can't choose 6 creatures.
They have to be within that range.
Oh,
Probably.
I think that's as greedy as I'll get right there, right?
All right, and once you're ready, just hit trigger all on your bar at the top. If for some reason this hits the player characters, we'll just ignore it. It did indeed. All right, so those of you that got hit with the snail, just feel free to remove the snail. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 targets failed.
Okay, so that's my action. I'm going to move now. 5. Actually, I'm gonna stay right there. I'm gonna man up, but I'm going to. That's my action, and it's a spell. So yeah, then I'm done. Let's see.
All right, spell effect for this guy. All right, he will succeed on that. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, so he suffers 2 points of damage. He is currently slowed, so he's moving at half speed, and then this is difficult terrain, so it's 20 feet, and then he's going to use his bonus action to move farther, 40 feet. So, yes. All right, so he will get here, and he is going to strike with his great axe at Gorlami.
Slow allow him to do that, a bonus action and an action in one turn? I forget what it does.
Yeah, it says on his turn he can use either action or bonus action, but not both. I was just reading that.
Oh, good call. So he will have to stay where he's at here then, and he will attack Bryn instead.
She can use my defensive roll.
Unfortunately not. This goes through, striking at Bryn for 2 points of slashing. And then we move to Gorlami.
And they get -2 to their AC there.
Okie dokie. Alright, I think I'm gonna get the one that I can see is not moving slow. So I'm gonna pull my axe over my head, or my warhammer over my head, and kind of do like a wide swipe down. I'm a hero point it because I want to make sure I get him. Hopefully this helps.
All right, this is the one just to your east, right?
Yeah, the one unaffected by the slow.
Okay.
There we go.
Yes, that will connect. You bash him in the chest, wounding him badly, but he stays on his feet.
Alright, the Guardians will get him.
Jiminy crickets. Okay. I am going to take advantage of that guy to my north slowness, and I'm going to move into this little space here.
Okay. Bryn's turn.
All right. Bryn's gonna try and hit the one to her east.
Yes, you hit him, and he is so badly hurt that it barely cuts through him before he drops to the ground.
And to the west.
This one misses, however.
Drat.
With the -2 AC still.
This one's not slow.
Oh, I knew that. I just want to see if you knew that.
All right, so go ahead and spell effect on him. Okay, full damage, and regardless of what you rolled, I'll kill him. Okay, big guy's turn. Grasping onto his big club, he comes down here by Finn. Smashes out towards you, Finn. Defensive roll, please. All right, as the big club swings down, you duck just at the last moment, and it hits the ground instead of your head. All right, spell effect roll, Gorlami.
Big money, big money, big money.
Oof.
All right, so he
No failures on this one, though.
Yeah, that won't matter. He'll succeed that save. All right, and then he's going to move. So he's moving at half speed.
I don't think he's slowed. Oh, but Guardians.
The Guardians. So he's going to move here to get the flank on Gorlami and then smack down as hard as he can. All right, this manages to connect for 12 points of bludgeoning damage on Gorlami. All right, you managed to maintain concentration on Guardians as we move to Josephine.
Okay, so remind me how Sanctuary works. Is this the guy who failed on me before?
Yeah, it resets each round.
Oh, okay. Then I kind of think I have to go for him. I can't just sit here and not do anything. So I have the flank with Gorlami.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna start attacking again. Feeling a little left out of this combat. So
All right,
here
just
goes.
a quick reminder, you will have one level of exhaustion because they get knocked unconscious. I don't think that'll
Right.
affect you too much.
That's
right now.
for skill checks
Yes.
though, so
Yep, I'm just going to throw that on your portrait so we remember that. But yes, you do have indeed flanking bonus on that ogre. All right, you can set yourself back to public, but that will certainly connect.
alright. Sorry.
All right, smacks into his lower leg, hitting into a big fatty deposit, and his whole body quivers.
I would like to throw a stunning strike on that guy, if I can. I believe it's the same roll as my astral fisting. So, see if this.
Did we build Stunning Strike in for you?
We have not yet, but it's still a wisdom save.
Yep, okay, that works then. Yeah, just go ahead and
Yeah.
post Astral. All right, he will indeed be stunned.
So he is now stunned. So now I'm going, because he's stunned, he can't take reactions anymore. So now I'm going to slip around 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, get the flank on the ogre with Finn. And now I'm going to attack with my second attack action on him. 17.
Yes, that will hit.
For another 12.
He is wounded very badly, barely on his feet.
This guy needs to die. I'm spending Flurry of Blows here. So
Okay.
another key point down. That is my third. So here comes 2 more attacks. I guess I could have used a hero point. I won't spend it for the first one though. So if this go
That'll connect.
for
And
11.
Yes, you manage to hit him right in the chest, and you see he just drops like a sack of potatoes.
Get fucked.
Nice.
So
You're awesome. Thank you.
I'm gonna have to waste the second attack though, because I can't quite get into range of anyone, and it has to be an unarmed strike. So I have 15 more feet of movement. I will back off 5. And just to piss you off, I'm gonna go this.
You're not going west off, man.
Get another piece of graph paper.
Okay, I'll go this way. 5, 10, 15. There you go. Just for you, baby, because you used Misa to save my life, so.
Appreciate that. All right, Kurtu.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use my feature Misty Step from Fey Touched. So not a spell use.
I believe that is a spell use, but it doesn't use one of your spell slots.
Right, it doesn't use a slot. Right. I'm going to go there. And then I'm going to use 1 magic missile on this guy.
Okay, he dies.
And 2 on this guy.
Okay, go ahead and post 1. I'll take the twice of damage of that. Oh, wait a minute. If you're casting Misty Step bonus action, you can't cast Magic Missile.
But magic missile's not a bonus action.
Right,
but it is a leveled spell.
Right, so once you cast a bonus action spell, you can only cast a cantrip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'll go ahead and use Firebolt on the guy that's wounded then.
Let's hope you hit him and kill him, because he's already removed. Otherwise, he's coming back as a ghost to get your ass. Okay, that kills him anyway. He had 1 HP left.
Yes, but I did twice as good. I did 2 ones.
Yeah, sorry, that's Dragorn math there. So, all right, so and on that there, what I will do is go ahead and then I'm going to go ahead and move 6 then. And that'll end my turn.
Alright, this guy not wanting to get into the Guardians, but noticing a tasty kobold is going to slowly make his way to here. And then
Yeah, I'm afraid that may happen.
yeah, then he's going to swing out with that great club at you. Nice, you managed to notice it coming and duck, and he misses. Kurtu, you notice another orc dressed quite differently than the rest of them. He slips through this rock pretty quickly. Quickly, his eyes move towards you and very rapidly moves this way. Once
Look, I brought out the bad guy for you all to see here before I die.
Once he takes this flanking position upon you, you notice he very quickly, with this scimitar, swings up and down in a quick instant. 2 defensive rolls, please. Alright, nice. So the first one you managed to duck. The second one can't fumble, but you managed to evade that as well. And you hear a really angry gritting of the teeth from this new combatant. Alrighty, let's see. Misa is going to throw some pouch dust at the wounded one northwest of Bryn. And hits him and kills him as he falls dead from the pouch dust.
Yeah, Misa's got a better KDA than I do. By the way, how do I remove this flower thing? It's no longer affecting me.
That's just your exhaustion indicator. So
oh, I thought it was... I'm sorry, I thought it was the dragonfly thing.
Yep, yeah, no worries. Alright. This one kind of wants to go after Kurtu since he just ran, but I'm not sure he can get there. Oh,
Go
he
after
certainly
Granny.
can. No, he's going after you, unfortunately, Kurtu, as he rushes over here and chops out with his great axe. Defensive roll, please. That one gets through your defenses, Kurtu, for 4 points of slashing damage. This one also chases after Kurtu. and is going to move in a flanking position and strike down at you as well, Kurtu. Getting through your defenses again, this time for 12 points of slashing damage. Let's move to the top of the round with Finnegan.
Okay, bonus action. Finnegan's going to take out his little tuning fork. Boom! And I'm going to cast. You like a little
Sound
is that
effects?
inspiring? No, not very inspiring, was it? Okay. Healing word. Here you go. Gore.
Healing word on Gore, okay. 5 HP back to Gore.
All right, and then I'm going to get out my Zippo for the firebolt on the ogre that's right in front of me.
And you do have advantage as he is stunned.
And that will hit. Burning him badly as you notice a lot of this body hair in his upper left quadrant of his body just is seared instantly. Alright, spell effect roll for this one. He will fail. Go ahead and roll that damage. And that'll be enough as the Guardians slay him. Okay, Gorlami's turn.
Fantastic. I'm going to try to take advantage of this stun and attack the big ogre.
Yeah.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll a bludgeoning crit. Okay, maximum damage, and you can push the creature up to 15 feet in any direction. So your choice, if you want to push him. If you do, up to 15 feet, you let me know the direction, and go ahead and post your damage, and I'll just take whatever the max is.
Okie dokie.
So
12.
12? Yeah.
I see 13, right?
1d8
Yeah.
plus
Oh,
4.
plus 1 because he has his Forge Blessing. Yeah.
You're right. Yep. So that's 13. And then Adam, I'm gonna bring my hammer. I'll show everybody. I'm gonna start this way and kind of bring it around this way, and I'm gonna push him this way.
Alright, you wallop him on the side, and his stunned momentum, he just kind of meanders that way, reeling from the blow.
Perfect. And with him still being stunned, I'm gonna say, Brent, finish that one off, and I'm gonna move.
That's up to 15 feet.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna move into this spot. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. F it. I'm gonna move right into engagement, and then boom, in my turn. I don't like being that close to the end of the map, though, Adam. Can I move here?
Sure.
I don't like not being on the green. Makes me feel like I'm bad at golf or something.
Okay, Bryn's turn.
Alright, Bryn's gonna move. 15. Try to finish this guy off.
That'll connect. And finish him off indeed as you just pierce him right through the face and he collapses.
And then she's gonna try to get back into the fray. So 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And second attack on this guy.
Okay. That'll hit as well. This is more of a scrape along his arm. Okay, Josephine.
Alright, I can't see where my guys went, but I do still see part of the Spiritual Guardian, so I'm going to start heading in that direction. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh god. 25, 30.
What do you mean, oh god? What do you mean, oh god?
35, 40. 20, 25, 30. Sorry, I'm counting spaces. Yeah, I see Kurtu hurting. I think I gotta try to get in there, so I'm going to spend one more key point on Step of the Wind for bonus action dash. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35. So now I'm flanking him with Bryn, or do I have to go one more?
You need one more.
I go one more. And now I have 2 attacks to make. So here comes staff number 1.
Hit.
Is it slowed?
It is.
13. Staff number 2.
Also hits.
So 17.
You wallop him twice, and he gives out a very slowed.
Can I spend my last key point to throw a stunning strike on that one?
You can, yes.
Alright, so here comes spell effect roll. Big money, big money. Nope.
Nope, you are correct. He is not affected.
Alright, so that is all my
Well,
key.
He had, even with, if he's slowed, he is,
These are con saves, though.
I
Yeah.
thought I saw Dex on there somewhere.
Yeah, it's a con save.
Yeah, Jordan's posting Astro Fisting. That's the verse dexterity. It does the same thing, but it's really a con check.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
All right, Kurtu, finding yourself in dangerous territory. What'd you like to do?
Well, now that I've used my Misty Step as a ability, I'm gonna use it as a spell. It's what I do. I run.
All right, where would you like to go?
Kansas.
No, you don't.
Alright, I gotta go there.
All right, your wings sprout as you fly overhead and land there.
Yeah, wings. I told you I could fly. Thank you for the reminder.
I'm gonna move a little bit more, and I'm gonna say,
Build a wall. Build a wall. I can fireball.
and actually I'll there just because I'm afraid. I mean, but he's not at me.
You have a fire bolts available? You still have your action.
Yeah, can I cast firebolt still?
You can.
Without? Yeah, okay. Yeah, my apologies. I'm going after this guy.
All right, you fire off at the slowed ogre. Yeah, that hits.
Thanks
As
for
the
the
fire
reminder.
hits him in the neck and he's wounded again. I think the slowed guys, don't they get a save every round to shake it off too? I don't think I've been doing that.
I don't think I've ever.
I think
used
I think we've killed them all, but yes, they get a save at the end of their turn, I think.
All right, he is going to smash down at Gorlami, trying to end this effect. Gorlami, defensive roll, please.
You
Does
guys
keep
do my spell effect roll first, right?
Oh, yes, my bad. Yep, go ahead. All right, so he will save. Take a bit of damage from those flittering guardians. And he will manage to get through your defenses with a massive blow of 11 points of damage. All right, go ahead and roll a
Oof.
second one.
Oh yeah, advantage.
Okay, you'll manage to maintain concentration.
Okie dokie.
All right, and then he will get a new save. So throw me a spell. Let's think about this. So yeah, I guess Finn, throw me a spell effect roll, please. All right, he is still affected by slow. Alrighty, this guy's turn. He is going to move to here, and then you're going to notice as he, with scimitar in one hand, he takes his other hand and rapidly throws out a couple of darts towards you, Gorlami. I'll need 2 defensive rolls, please. The first dart gets through for 12 points of piercing damage.
I'm down, but I'm gonna use my relentless endurance. Go to 1.
Okay, so you manage to maintain concentration. Then you use Relentless Endurance, so you'd never drop to 0, so you're still concentrating. Second dart flies your way. Another defensive roll, please. This one you manage to see in time and evade.
It's a nice darts.
Those are very strong darts.
All right, let's see. Miza is going to wait a second as the screen has just crashed again. I swear it's something with the wheel. Anytime I try to mouse wheel, occasionally that's when it crashes. And we know it's definitely not the enemies, because look how many are missing now. Alright, so Miza is going to move a bit closer. Or actually, no, I don't think she can see much quite yet. Yeah, no, she is going to move up over here and hang out there. Okay, this guy's not in the spell effect area, so he is also going to move over to here and throw a javelin at Gorlami. Alright, once again, Gorlami, you notice this javelin coming in and evade the attack and manage to take no damage. This one is affected. Go ahead and give me a spell effect roll. Yeah, he'll take full damage. He is wounded and is going to move at half speed. And then he's going to use, actually, yeah, he'll use his bonus action to dash because he's not slowed. So he'll get to there, and then he is going to attack a flanking attack against Josephine.
You would have to be here to do that, sir.
Whoop, sorry.
From center to center.
Where I had him the first time?
Yeah, up here, please.
Yep. All right, that's what he'll
keep him a little farther away from my orc buddy. My token is not selected. Stand by.
Yeah, I think this one's kind of an odd angle because I would argue that's not through the center, right?
I don't think he can get flanked.
Well, I think you would have to go here, right? Because then center, because it has to go through the center of your token, not through the center of the other person's token.
Whatever. I live this hit anyway.
All right, so let's see. 18 defensive roll. With flanking, he is going to hit you.
He'll hit me. Show me another 15.
Let's see it. Look at that.
Oh my god.
You
Since I called that shot, can I get half?
Unfortunately not, but I will give you a round of applause.
What about inspiration?
Maybe if it happens to you again, we'll look at that. As we're near the end of this, guys, we're at the end of our time, but we're near the end of this battle. Is everybody good with doing one more round of combat?
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yep, let's finish it.
Perfect. Okay, Finn, your turn.
Alright, moving 5, 10, 15, 20, stand by. Okay, I'm within range of Gorlami, and I take my tuning fork. Bong! Big 4 for you, buddy. It's a bonus action, and then the big ogre. I'm sure I can hit him, right, from here?
Depends on what you're trying to hit him with.
My Zippo.
Yeah, you've got a line on him.
Alright, I'm gonna go this, and then this.
That'll hit. All right, yes, and that is exactly enough to drop him to the ground as he is consumed by fire.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, Gorlami's turn.
Okay. Well, so the let's see.
Go after the guys down south. We got this one.
Gonna listen to Josephine's advice, and while I'm running, I'm going to pump myself with a little heal. And I'm going to move into engagement zone.
You too, Bryn. I'll kill this guy.
Hell yeah. Alright. Then I'll go boop.
You guys are killing me.
Try and hit that
Why
guy.
is
He took the fireball right out of his hand.
that?
All right, go ahead and make your attacks, Bryn. Yes, the first one will manage to connect. You slash in through his leather armor, wounding him, hitting him again. And wound him again, this time in the leg. Okay, Josephine.
Josephine makes her attacks at this guy, and I will spend a hero point here. So here's the hero point. Here's the quarterstaff.
Yes.
That
okay.
certainly hits.
And he
So
is
8
dropped.
to him. Okay. Now, how brave do I want to be?
Always a
Where's
good question.
Where's their initiative? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I could get there. I could double attack this guy. But I'm real... Oh boy. You know, we want to end this combat tonight. I think my team has got me.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Flank with Gorlami. Second attack on this asshole. Quarterstaff.
Hits.
With the flank. Yep. So 8 to
Wounded
him. And then my bonus action, offhand, martial arts attack. Unarmed strike.
That'll hit as well.
Yes.
And
For
he
9.
is dropped.
Alright. And then I'm gonna step here for my last 5 feet.
Okay. Okay, Kurtu.
All right, what I'm going to do is, and I'm still getting used to this, Adam. I'm going to go ahead, if I magic missile and then I use sorcery points for quicken, I can magic missile again, correct?
No. If you quicken, one of them turns to a bonus action, but that doesn't allow you to cast 2 leveled spells.
But you could cast a leveled spell and a cantrip on the same
Correct.
turn.
Yeah, okay. All right, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get down into some more range. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and from here, that's what I'll do, Adam. I'll just go ahead and do a magic missile and then a fireball, and use quicken.
All right, go ahead and post that. All right, the 3 fiery missiles strike him and wound him.
All right, let me go ahead and use the let me use the quicken.
You were trying to hurt me earlier.
But unfortunately, this misses. And as you say this, you see he turns and looks towards you, and his little black eyes narrow a bit as he looks at you as a very precise target.
But you're very nice, and you look strong too and pretty.
It's alright, Misa has a turn right after him. You're gonna be fine.
You notice as he motions with his hands very quickly, and an area of darkness suddenly emerges. Everything in this area is covered in darkness.
Does he get hit by my guardians?
It sure does.
I'll do a spell effect down there
That
for
will
you.
do full damage, yes.
There you go.
Okay, he will be wounded by that.
You gotta be kidding me.
He is then, after he does this darkness effect, he will move. He'll move to here and take an advantage attack against Josephine. So defensive roll at disadvantage, please. This manages to connect for 13 points of slashing.
Yeah.
Then he will move to here and take an advantage attack against Kurtu. So disadvantage Kurtu at defensive roll. And this will be a critical hit on Kurtu. Kurtu, give me a slashing crit, please.
They always fear that they're gone.
Okay,
Oh, that's
so
a bad
true
one.
crit plus bleed. So it'll be 28 slashing damage. That will obviously drop Kurtu to the ground, and he is bleeding. All right, now you guys have a rough idea of where he is, but remember, this is solid darkness. Okay, Miza's turn. Not much she can really do. All right, guys, we're 9 minutes over. Do we want to try to finish this battle up or hold it off till next week?
Are you sure this is the last guy?
This is the last guy, I can tell you that much.
Let's finish it because
Yeah.
people might die here, so we want
Yeah.
to have our characters ready for the next session if it comes to that.
I remember in the old days when we used to play at 8 o'clock.
That's true, yes. All right, we'll go to the top of the round. Finnegan.
Okay, total blackness, right? I can't see anything
Yes,
in there. but I
magical
s-
darkness.
Yeah.
And thus, what I'm trying to explain is he may not actually be where I'm showing him right now because you don't know
Yeah.
where he is.
So I'm gonna say, Miza, keep an eye out. I don't know. I can't see him. I don't know if you guys are down. So I'm actually gonna go. I'm going to let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I gotta try to find him. Okay, I'm gonna move. I got a range of 100. See if I move there, I can still see that area. I move there. Move there. Okay, from there, I'm gonna hold my Zippo. If I see him, I'm gonna fire it 100, whatever I can see within range.
So you're readying an action to shoot
Yes.
him. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Gorlami, your turn.
Okie dokie, Adam. I know that it's a thick darkness, and I can't technically see. Can I kind of see? Is it like thick fog or is it dark?
It's magical pitch black darkness.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just going to move into it. I kind of want to have my hand, like my hammer and my shield, like out in like a V, and I want to kind of bump into it. And I would assume that I probably heard stabs and slashes and screams from my friends. So
And movement, yes.
yeah, I'm sure. So I'm gonna see if I can find this dude because I know that my friends are short. So I'm gonna keep them above Kurtu head height, and I'm gonna see if I can run into somebody as
Okay.
I'm walking through.
So you have 5 feet of movement so far.
I'm gonna go up
10,
here,
15,
here,
20,
here,
25.
and then I'll go back up this way.
You step on nothing. 30 feet.
Okay, that's my 30 there. That's
Yes.
right. Okay, I thought I was 25, but okay. I didn't feel anything.
No.
So, I don't have. Let's just do. Let's do. Let's do a dodge action, Adam, and just going to prepare myself.
All right, you try to avoid being struck as we move to Bryn's turn.
Can't see it, Bren. It's hiding in this stupid darkness.
Okay, Bryn will do the same as Gorlami did, kind of with her longsword, like swinging it, just trying to hit this guy, and she'll go down here, and keeping it, of course, above her friends. Down here, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Nothing.
You do not bump into anybody going that route.
She'll also take the dodge action.
Okay, Josephine, GM, death save, please.
Yep, you got it. And I'm going to clear the one from before.
Yep. All right, so we won't declare that to the team. We'll move to Kurtu. So Kurtu, due to this critical effect, you're going to suffer 1d8 HP, which is automatically going to count as a failed death save. So please mark 1 failed death save, and then 2 GM roll a death save. Okay, excellent. Okay, at the start of its turn, give me a spell effect roll, Gorlami. Okay, that will do full damage. Go ahead and post.
Please tell me that's enough.
That is, hang on. Yes, that is enough, as he was actually right here, but that did 2 more than what he had, and he will collapse. Okay,
And
so...
his darkness is gone.
It is indeed, yes, but...
So they can see us.
Hang on.
Yeah, because we're not going to come running in with medical kits. So hang on.
I gotta move you real quick, Gorlami. Oh, that's why. Okay, so it is not, the magical darkness is gone, but obviously people can only see as far as they can see. So that will end Mize's turn, and we move to Finnegan.
Okay, I can see that Kurtu's down. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I have no spell slots left.
I got it.
I'm going to dash to Josephine.
All right, as I'm loading back into the game, if your turn ends, let me know, and I'll just cycle it in a second.
Yep, I just dashed to Josephine, next to Josephine.
And that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Gorlami.
Okay, Gorlami is going to cure wounds on his little dragon buddy.
Okay. All right, so he gets back 9. That will set him as 9. Let me check and see if this crit falls off on healing. It does not, so you are still bleeding, Kurtu, but you have received 9 points of healing.
Stop your own bleeding. I've got to help Josephine. And I'm going to take a second and close my eyes. And you guys see that all the spiritual guardians start to kind of rush back into him. And he takes a second and breathes in real slowly. And he's going to use Harness Divine Power. And for his bonus action, he will get a 2nd level spell slot back. That's all he can do with it, but he's got it back. And he'll move over to Josephine.
So that meant you dropped Spirit Guardians, right?
Indeed.
I remember why we didn't use this one. This one was such a pain. But we move to Bryn's turn.
Okay. Bryn will try to stabilize Kurtu.
Okay.
Virtue's stabilized. He's already healed. I meant
He's just bleeding.
Yeah.
Josephine.
He's just
Josephine,
bleeding
yeah.
profusely from
The
his
Sorry, guys. All right. Stabilize Josephine.
He's all right. He's just bleeding really bad from his neck.
Would you like
area.
to use a hero point on this, Bryn?
I feel like this is a little bit metagaming
Sure.
here. Bryn,
Why not?
give me a blind check, please.
I'm just trying to get us done, you know? I'm trying to finish the session.
I had you on the next wraparound of turns.
If you want to spend a hero point, go ahead and burn that. Okay, and no leaving suspense here. Josephine is stabilized.
Thank fucking God.
But just
All
for
right.
fun, Josephine, roll another death save. Let's see
Just
if you would
for
have died.
fun, because I'm gonna. This is.
You can roll it publicly
Let's
too, just for fun. You know, this is called
Just for fun, I'm gonna roll this publicly.
hunting
Because
rabbits.
I got a nat 1 on that last death save.
Yes, you did.
So,
Okay,
I'd have been fine.
you'd have been all right for
There you
another
go.
round. All right, guys. Well, we are a little bit over time, but we will go ahead and end it here as the group has managed to defeat a whole squadron of orcs here and ogres, and we'll see what they find in the remnants of the shrine when we get back next week. Hope everybody had a great time, and we'll see you guys next week.
Great
I
job,
had a great
everybody.
time
Good
until
job,
like the
everybody.
last few minutes. That was it. Just everything else was good.
Tense. Good job. We survived.
We did.
Everybody made it.
All of us. Just barely. By the skin of our fucking teeth.
Sorry, I stepped on that twig as we were. Recording.
It actually worked out. What we wanted was a funnel, and it funneled the right way. So, great job, everybody.
Yeah, I will tell you, I wasn't sure what I was like, okay, maybe I can create a fireball, I could do this, I could do that, and then all the creatures just moved all over the place. I was like,
Never mind.
I just want to say I deserve a little bit of metagamey shit for getting high rolled on every single hit that hit me. So,
nice.
Well, I do think we would yell, triage, like, hey, he's gonna take care of it, whatever. Like, I think we would
Probably
be
not the
yelling,
unconscious person, though, right?
Yeah, that's
Fair.
true.
But, yeah,
please forgive me, Daddy DM.
but I think take a hint from Jordan that when he's, you guys think of that stuff too. Feel free to call it out 'cause you know that's what he's worried about. All right,
Rolami
great
was
session,
like, I need
guys.
6 seconds. I just need 6 seconds.
It might not have
Good
been
night,
it.
guys.
All right, have a good week, guys. We'll see you next week.
Enjoy,
Peace out,
everybody.
guys.
We'll see you.
Good
Bye.